right, so we got a big show tonight. Big show tonight. Of course, y'all know what's going on with the Colin Kaepernick situation with the NFL. The NFL as a whole, basically. So we're talking about the Kaepernick situation. What's your opinions about it? What's whose side you on? You team Cap? You team NFL? Or you think both of them is full of crap? We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Also, the Miles Garrett situation. It hit the big fight. That's one of the most biggest things in the NFL as well, right after the Cap situation.
Right.
So we're going to talk about that as well. Also, we're going to talk about racism. Are you racist? I know technically black people allegedly can't be racist. I understand that part.
Can't be.
But no, that's what they say.
Just here. That's only here. We have very little control over the lawmaking process, and we can be bigots, but we can't be racist, so to speak, in this country anyway.
So when you say minorities, I don't even like the terminology, but is that minority word used because of the amount or quantity of people here?
Right.
Versus, okay.
Right.
That's the standard.
Now they use minority as a blanket statement for anybody that's not white.
Right.
That's
it's not us no more. It's not
It's
just
changed.
us. Yeah, it's not just us no more.
But the original use was anybody who's not the majority of people in the country. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought didn't they change it? Like they saying now the Mexicans is minority or something.
It used to be upper class, middle class, lower class.
Right.
yeah.
That's gone now. So it's like now the majority and the minorities.
Right.
It's everybody against the 1% now.
Right.
Basically.
Yep.
So, and also, are we falling in line with the U.S. as blacks? That's what Sco would say.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that topic from Sco because that's what Sco said to us in our group.
Said to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, are we falling in line? He said, y'all falling in line with the U.S. as blacks. So I'm like,
because of what they're doing to Stephen A. Smith for one. They've been tearing him up in the media. I mean, as far as people coming at him because he's siding with the NFL on what should be done and how you should do it and how you should present yourself.
I think he sided with his check.
He sided with the. He just
got that bag.
He just got that $8 million, so he sided with the.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to
proper
side
thing
with
to
your
say.
check. It's
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
it's just like me. Like I go to work. I know the people I work for probably racist, but I gotta work. I gotta get money. So I'm not gonna sit here and go against this job when I know I need to work.
That's
you know what I'm
falling in
saying?
line.
Yeah.
There you go.
I fell right in damn line.
That's falling in line.
I
because
fell in
at the
line
end
of that
the day, it's a
damn
choice.
check. I fell in line with my damn check.
think
You
that's-
call it what you want
I
to.
don't see it.
Hold on. So explain falling.
They said the video
What's
is
up, Tom?
freezing. The
Explain your
refresh now.
explain your version of falling.
refresh
in line.
now, y'all.
What do you consider to be falling in line?
Exactly what y'all just said.
Is it work related or?
I mean, it can be work related, but
Life?
if you know your CEO is the head of the Ku Klux Klan, are you still going to work for them or not? Because you got to feed your family, you're going to say, I got to do this, or can you go find another job and just say, I'm going to go ahead with the struggle because I refuse to work for a man that believes that their history is killing black folks, our ancestors, and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In this situation,
It's not as minor as them having a racist slur like the CEO who was still CEO at Papa John's.
yeah, but the
You
thing
understand?
is, you got to pick your battles.
Okay, you pick
And
your
you
battles,
have-
but still, if you don't say anything or stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. And what I mean by that is, if you're in that corner, if you work for that guy, you're supporting him. That's the public opinion. Period. I don't care how you cut it or how you think it. They're gonna look at you like, "Oh, you work for him."
So
oh, yeah, I
Stephen
can't
A
mess with
thing.
you.
This is the way I look at that. Like with Stephen A. All right, black people, we are a huge spectrum. You know what I'm saying? It's people from certain places that might have a take on one thing. People from the suburbs might see things differently. But like with that situation, I think I disagree with. I mean, it's cool. Stephen A. got his opinion, and that's all good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't think the same way I think or Cap think or whatever.
Right.
But my whole thing is, if you don't agree with it, just don't say nothing then. You know what I'm saying? Like something that deals with this. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was anything else other than, because this been going on for 3 years down there. You know what I mean? So you know pretty much what's going on with this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you feel like Cap blew his opportunity or he misread it and did whatever he wanted to do,
Say nothing.
just say nothing then. You know what I'm saying? Just don't get in the way.
Stephen A. shouldn't have said nothing.
He shouldn't have said nothing because he
spoke on
jumped.
it.
It was almost like he was waiting on anything. Soon as he
like
heard
see-
news of what happened, he jumped on live.
Yeah,
It wasn't even
right,
on the show.
right,
I could see if the topic came up on the show.
And
See,
now
that's-
on that, and then
he had a point that I'm gonna get this out now.
But
You know what I'm
see,
saying?
That's his platform. You know, and the thing about that's pretty much his job to do. So you waiting for the hot stuff to come off the plate.
But see, his stature in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he point out the fact that he wore a Kunta Kinte t-shirt?
That's his job.
He didn't. No, that's not his
Hold on a
job.
minute. Hold on real
He
quick.
didn't have to go there,
But wait a minute.
but he did. And once he did that, everybody took that and
But
ran with
but
it.
what's-
See
But what we do? What we say?
What?
What I say when I came on the polo?
what?
I did the same thing.
Yeah, you did, and I didn't agree with you.
I did
told
the
you
same
straight
thing
up,
too.
I didn't agree with
But
you.
who you say it to though? Did you go on your IG live and say that?
No,
Or
he
did you
didn't.
say-
No, just
you said it amongst
You said
your
it
men,
amongst
right?
your
I don't really do that. I mean, I'm gonna start doing it, but I really didn't do that. I didn't really do. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go live.
A blast.
A blast. You know why? I figured I'm gonna wait till the show.
And let's you gonna throw feelers out with people among you because you know they're gonna tell you honest opinions, right? You're gonna have a discussion.
Right.
If Stephen A. would have text Michael Wilbon or whoever he worked with at ESPN and they talked about it on text, that's one thing. You put this joint out to masses, however many millions of followers he got.
Stephen A. don't speak for all black people. Shout out to Son who listening to us.
We know he
in New
don't.
York.
Hey, Son.
Son say they trying to shit on Kaepernick. That's Stephen A. job, so to throw shade. And
But I don't agree
Stephen
with
A.
that.
just doing his job.
He's just
You
doing
know,
He first of all,
Joe said he didn't even have all of the info when he went off on his tirade. Now I already know, so we're gonna put the fall in line. We're gonna get to the Kaepernick joint in a minute, but we was talking about the falling in line. Now getting up going to work on an everyday basis, I don't feel as that you falling in line.
You gotta eat, man.
no. I didn't say that. That's just because you get up and go to work every day is falling in line. What I said was, if your CEO has the beliefs that they
You
had,
didn't say nothing about the CEO.
I didn't break that. Did I not break
He
that
said
down?
He did.
Thank
No,
you.
it's more in the text. You didn't say it in the text when you.
I'm talking about now. I'm speaking now. We're going from this point forward.
Well,
What I'm
let's
saying
get it
is
then.
that
Let's
you
get it.
asked me what I feel like falling in line is. Okay.
Okay.
You like, okay, well, damn, I gotta feed my family. So it don't even matter that he's a racist at the top of the company that I work for.
it
see what I'm saying?
matters. But to who?
That's my okay.
As long as it don't
It
affect me
matters.
and my job, I'm good.
But that's the
It
thing.
ain't affecting my
It's
paycheck.
not the
If
point
it ain't
that-
affecting my paycheck, I don't care what he
So
do.
let me say this.
I get all that. Okay.
Okay, that's like what you just said. Now let's throw it out there then. Do we feel that the owners in the NFL are racist?
Some. I'm
I
not saying
feel
they're
some.
racist. I just
I
feel
ain't gonna say all.
Hold on. See now that goes to the other question I had. Is there a difference between a racist and a supremacist? Now, supremacists may feel like,
No,
hey,
let's deal with one topic. Let's deal with one topic first.
One topic.
well, all billionaires feel like they're better than everybody else anyway.
We not talking about are they better?
You just asked me a
No,
question.
he
I'm
asked
answering
you,
it.
are the owners
Name
racist?
one that's
I can't
Name one that's racist.
I can't tell you that.
So do you
Right
think,
now, I can't tell you
I
that.
think inadvertently, any system.
So let's say this. Let me say this. Sko says CEOs. If your CEO is racist or the crap, let's say the owners are racist. So by black people still wanting to play in the NFL, are they just falling in line? Can they really just up and go somewhere else and play?
That's why I was gonna say, like, any system where billionaires running it in this country is history. It goes back where
Right.
if you're a billionaire today, 9 times out of 10, probably 99 out of 100, you white in America. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
number one.
So
I agree with you.
for the way the structure up until this point, now things are changing. Now you get more billionaires of color now,
Right.
But all the business structures up until this point have been ran by white people, dominant white people. So it's inherently racist because for them to get to that point, a lot of times they were stepping on the backs of minorities to get there.
Well, not only that, they're older men. The older
Yeah.
white men.
So
they were back
already-
in 1920,
and they
1930.
still
They
living that.
dinosaurs,
So
man.
they already
still-
was in the era.
Yeah, they still saying
that was. Now,
yeah, they're gonna keep
So-
the black man at a certain position. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's all they knew from back
Let's,
then.
let's get back to that
Now.
one question though. That the one Mike pointed out a good one to me. Whereas though, if you have black players or minority players playing in the league, and some of their owners are racist, are
It's
they
not known.
But
Let's
It's
take
not-
Jerry
say if it-
Jones. Let's take Jerry Jones for instance.
Say if
you
it's
will
known.
stand for that flag.
So
Okay,
say-
the flag.
but say if it's
But the thing is, I can't use that one because the flag was never the issue.
No, we not.
They tried to make it an issue. Am I right or wrong?
No, we're not talking
You're
about
right, but after he made that statement,
It-
he drawing the line in the
He
sand.
drawing the line. Yeah,
once
exactly.
that happens,
He
turned
once that
back into
happens,
his folks.
you got a choice to make. Just like with the Donald Sterling stuff with the Clippers.
Right.
Okay, then
So
that's
hold
what
on,
I was
hold
going
on,
to
wait,
point
I'll
out.
get to that too. I'm glad
That
you
was
brought
I was
that
going
up
to
real
point that
quick.
out.
I'm glad you brought that up. And the reason I brought like you said, he drew a line in the sand.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want outside of this, but once you make it known, because
Then
whatever
we
you
know
do
what
at
it
home
is.
behind your closed
But
doors,
the
I don't give
difference
a
is
fuck.
that they were
But
already doing that.
once you make it known that this how I feel about this,
Then you know
now
what it is.
and it's public knowledge,
You said
Right.
it's
I got
stated.
a decision to make. Basically.
Right, but he's saying, okay, yeah. Because everybody was like, it's affecting their bottom line. But he also went out there and stood with them hand in hand
He
and also
did
took
do
a
that.
knee. He did do that part, so...
But that was kind of saving his own ass because
No,
he knew
well,
the
well,
backlash.
well, no.
He knew the backlash was
prevented the
coming.
backlash.
But they already were standing, so it wasn't never no situation on his particular organization. They were already standing anyway, even while Kaepernick was kneeling since that year.
Yeah,
Before.
and
You know what
speaking
I'm
on how I said Stephen A. shouldn't have said something. When he said that, I was fucked up with Dak because Dak came out and made a statement about
Right.
Yeah.
how
Right.
we
He
need
did.
we should.
Well,
you
see,
know,
he
we
wasn't
should
the person.
stand
He
up.
wasn't the person to do that because you know why?
He
His
wasn't.
mother- his mom that passed is white.
It don't matter.
See what I'm saying?
If you ain't
hold on.
This
You
how
said
I
he
look
don't
at it.
what?
They're gonna say, okay, he can't really speak on that because his mom is white. Just like they
why not?
Wait, stop right there. Because
hold on.
Kaepernick is having the same issue. People are like, Cap, you can't say nothing about the ghetto. What's his name from? What's my man name? The guy you like from? They used to be on the sports show with Max and them.
Who, Stephen? That we Skip?
No, not Skip. The one that he said it. He said, man, you're not even on the
Who
way
said
back.
it?
No. Oh my God.
Not Max
Mark
Kelly.
Wiley. My son's Wiley.
Yeah, I remember that.
He remember
Oh,
when he
yeah,
came
yeah.
out and said, man, you're not even
But
from the
that's
hood.
yeah,
You're
he
from
showed-
Wisconsin.
that's
showed
ignorant
that.
thinking.
He said, they said, man, you're not even 100%
That's ignorant
black.
thinking. That's what
Right,
I was
so a lot
saying
of people
about
was like, Cap, you not
how the
even-
spectrum of black people.
Right.
It
You
ain't
can't even
nobody
be the
blacker
face.
than somebody else.
Right.
How you
Right.
came up is how
Marshawn
you
Lynch would have
came
been the
up.
perfect person to do that.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yes, he
Nobody
would.
No,
could
he
tell
wouldn't, 'cause
somebody
he
how
don't
black
speak.
they are.
Right, but that's my point. But he
No,
still
you
was
can't-
sitting.
you
They
can't-
couldn't mess with him.
No, you can't get nobody to go out there and stand for something, but don't say nothing.
Man, hold on. First of all, Cap ain't speak either. Till now. This is his first time speaking in
That's
3
a lie.
years.
That's a lie.
Name one time he came out and said something
he-
besides from people speaking for him.
Okay.
His camp this, his camp
Okay.
that.
He ain't
right?
speaking to the media, but people hearing him.
No, he
Ain't
spoke-
nobody hearing it.
He spoke to the media.
Man,
You talking about after his workout?
No. But
I ain't known before that.
When he first
Hold on. Let Mike get it out.
I'm gonna let him get it out. Go ahead, put it
when
up.
Cap first started kneeling, he spoke.
Oh yeah, when he first started, and he drew,
Before it was a big
he
spectacle.
told you all the issues of
No.
why he was
That's
kneeling.
what became a spectacle when he
Yeah,
spoke.
yeah.
Okay, but he didn't speak after that.
They asked him about it
But he didn't speak after that till now. That's a big
because
window. Am I right?
But what he said
But-
in that
oh.
statement, it covered everything.
It covered everything.
He said it ain't about the
Right.
flag,
That's
it ain't
the-
about the
but that's what I'm
military.
saying.
So
That-
why did they continue
no,
to make it
that's
about
the-
the military
no,
and the flag?
that's the
Because that's
bad
their
That's
part
what they
about it.
wanted to make it.
That's
their
my whole
spin.
point, though.
That's the bad part
They
about
changed the
it.
narrative too.
You didn't speak no more after you said that.
Right.
That's
right.
the bad part
right.
about
That's
it.
what
right.
they're saying. So
right.
he didn't
Well,
show
I
no
speak of-
activity after he did that. He
No,
had
I'm
no
trying to-
activity.
Right. I'm
for
trying to
his
get you to
cause.
follow me. Follow me in my fight. Okay, you know what, Mike? I'm about to follow you in your fight. We gonna get it. Let's go.
But
What's out?
at
What's
the
out?
same
So he
time,
did.
he was
Hold
putting action to his words though. He didn't have to speak because he made his foundation. He was talking to kids, telling them about the
He
stuff
did what
that
he had to
he
do, right.
said in his speech.
Right.
He was saying, I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna teach these kids how to interact with cops. I'm gonna teach them how to deal
Correct.
with themselves in the presence of police. All this stuff that he's saying is a problem.
Right.
I'm getting straight to it and teaching the kids directly.
Right.
That's more than what you could tell a camera because you
Exactly.
actually doing
Right.
it.
But at the same time, if you try to be in the forefront of speaking and getting people to follow you, That's what.
Maybe he
You need a platform. You gotta build a platform.
That's our question.
Hold up, wait a minute. That's how half the NFL was following him at first, but they didn't know. Like Josh Norman, he said, "You trying to get us to follow you, but where are you speaking at? What are we doing? Where are we going?"
Okay.
So that's why a lot of NFL players was like,
Yeah, I'm on the fence with it.
But maybe he wasn't though. Maybe he wasn't trying to lead. He was speaking his piece.
Thank you.
And
But
doing
see,
his part.
and this is my opinion only. I think that he created a narrative for himself because he was on the way out. That's all I'm after. That's the reason I'm being. You went 1-10. Then you went. I think you went. Like
1-10.
his last 11 games. He was like 1-10. Just lost his job to Blaine Gabbert. He opted out his contract, thinking that another NFL would latch on to him. Opted out. Agent Field was trying to fill offers. Wasn't getting no offers for Cap.
You know why? Because he wanted $10 million as a backup.
No, that wasn't it at first.
First.
When Cap first opted out, because he already knew he was in San Francisco, he was about to get cut.
yeah, he wasn't gonna get.
He wasn't going. You just lost
So
to
he
Blaine
tried to
Gabbert.
get ahead of it.
So
yeah.
let me get ahead of this and go ahead. What happened was he wasn't getting no offers.
What year was this?
16, right?
Okay.
It was like
What
six-
year
End
they
of
go to Super
16
Bowl?
or the end of
They
17.
went to Super Bowl with like 12.
No, 14, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When the Ravens won the Super Bowl, the Ravens when they lost against the Ravens, right?
No, it was 14.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it
Look it
might have been 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah.
But
It-
they went
it
to
was-
back-to-back Super Bowls, right?
No, they didn't go back to back.
Who?
I mean, back-to-back
49ers?
championship games.
Oh.
I'm sorry, back-to-back championship games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for him to know that he was about to get cut a year later,
Because you stumped your last 2 years.
a lot of quarterbacks stunk a few years after winning the Super Bowl.
Motherfuckers stinking now.
Look at Josh Goff. Yeah, Jared Goff. Look at him. What the fuck he doing? Nothing. So my point is, I'm just saying
We're
that.
not talking about Jared Goff.
But look,
No,
We're
the
talking
bottom
about
line that they brought out
Kaepernick.
was he said, okay, he turned down the contract. He
Because-
want and
12.
he said I want at least.
I was right.
12 season. Yeah, it's
So
2012
he
season.
wanted at least $10 million, no matter if was he a starter or a bench rider.
No, that wasn't it at first, go. That wasn't. When he first got cut, he was trying to fill offers.
He didn't
That's
get
it.
cut. Stop saying that.
I'm
He
sorry.
he
opted
resigned.
out. He opted out
Right.
before because they was going to cut him at the end of the year. They let him know he was going to cut him at the end of the year. You just lost out the Blaine
They didn't
Gabbert.
let him know that. He just decided to opt out.
Let's go.
You can opt in and still
No.
get your money and
When
let them fire you, right?
No, because it's not. No, your first one.
If they cut you before a certain date, they
cut you
don't
for a certain
gotta pay
date,
you.
You gotta pay you.
Because
And they was
NFL
gonna cut him
contracts ain't
regardless.
guaranteed.
They was going to cut him because he just lost his job to Blaine
And
Gabbert.
they was going to cut him so they could save cap space the next
Exactly.
year. So it was going to happen.
So soon as he opted out, what he did was his agent was calling around to see if he can get some feel for some offers. He wasn't getting no offers.
But what was the minimum he wanted?
still ain't getting
No,
no.
it wasn't no minimum right now. He just wanted to see if somebody was out
If
there.
out there,
anybody was
yeah.
He was
giving
trying
them
to check
looks.
the interest.
Right.
I got to check my interest, see who out there want me. Didn't nobody get? He didn't get no
But
interest.
could it be that he didn't get the looks because of, at that time, it was hot? Everybody was looking at him like, this is hot. Let's see how this issue pan out first.
Remember, it started in the preseason.
Yeah.
So what happened was they was like, so it started gaining a little bit of steam. So as the season went on, he didn't really speak no more. I think remember the first time he spoke about it,
Yeah.
he didn't say nothing else about that. He was advised.
You got to think, like, when that happened, take yourself back to that period. They was talking about that shit every week. Remember he wore the pig socks?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was more than just,
Because he know
The
what he started
statement.
doing. I think because the narrative.
he started trolling them a little bit.
Yeah, they started trolling
Right.
because all of a sudden he
Right.
wasn't getting no interest. So you know what? I got to change this narrative.
But at the same time, that joint was bubbling,
Oh, yeah,
and
no, that's what I'm saying.
everybody
I
was
agree.
talking about it.
It was.
It was outside of sports at that moment.
I know.
It was on
And
Fox
that's what I'm saying,
News,
though.
CNN,
But
everything.
I'm thinking because you're not getting no interest, now you got to make yourself relevant.
Right.
That's what
Now this is the question I want to ask now. Then, where is his platform? Like, where is his platform at now? Like, what is he really doing?
We don't know because
He's
cameras
do-
aren't following him around.
But
He
those
is
bars
doing
work.
things.
Can he make some? Can he buy some
He may
cameras?
not want him.
Joseph said he feel like he lost his job to Blaine
There
Gabbert
it
because
is.
of the controversy.
There
If
it
you look
is.
at his numbers in 2016, he was way better than Gabbert. He was one of the best things on that 2-14
Yeah,
team.
exactly.
And played for trash coach after Jim Harbaugh was out.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
And we're Gabbard at anyway right now.
Probably floating around somewhere.
No, Gabbert plays for the Rams.
He backing
Right.
up some
He plays for the Rams.
back up for the Rams.
They
Okay.
thinking about benching golf for him.
What's up, Peaches? But that's what I'm saying. But you can't do that though anyway. Not if I'm paying you $100 million, ain't it? Whoever gonna bench
I'm just
him.
telling you what they said today. They thinking about benching golf
Yeah,
because
golf's
he's been
stinking it
stinking.
up. He was on my
So they're gonna play the
fantasy
thing
team.
that. Sometimes you need a
I
spark.
cut him already.
You can
Just
think.
because
You can think.
Well,
Don't matter.
right now,
Just because you paying him money, he already got his
Yeah,
money.
but
Well,
when
and
you
they-
paying
they-
that $100 million, you not dry. That man ain't sitting on no bench.
Well,
Sure about
they
that?
send
He,
I'm
all
pretty
probably,
much
he
positive.
could finish the season out, but
They
the
send-
way
they send your
NFL
boy down.
contract,
Again,
he already got his guaranteed
You got
money
guaranteed
anyway.
money, right?
They can get rid of him.
Again, people don't realize when you sign contracts, you sign dated contracts.
Yeah, you
People
get
don't
a certain
understand.
amount
You
of
sign
money.
dates, so basically,
This
if
dude, man, I swear.
I'm not on your, if you're not on the roster by a certain day,
can't do.
you can't bench him this year.
You can't. Don't say can't. Just say they might not. Don't say they can't.
Well,
Because if they
I
do
I
it
mean,
next
they
year,
can,
like,
but they wouldn't
man, they
because
can
of the
do.
money
I
they
bet
owe.
whatever
See what I'm
right, I bet whatever right now they won't bench Jared Goff for the rest of this year.
Yeah, they might let him play it out, but
At the end
When
of the
he-
year,
when he
Got a
signed
chance
that
to
new
make these
contract.
playoffs,
Your
you best believe
contract.
if they need to bench this man, they gonna bench him.
your contract.
Rudolph ass sitting down. I do know
Oh,
that.
we
Rudolph
gonna
sitting
get-
down.
we
I
gonna
do
get
know
to
that.
4 interceptions. Did you
We
see
gonna
that?
get in there.
and he on a rookie contract.
Oh, we
He ain't making no money.
Man, wait a minute.
He ain't
Oh,
making
we
no
gonna
money
definitely
though.
get in
He's
that,
not
buddy.
making, he's making like $15 a game.
I don't care.
And
We
he
gonna
threw
get in
four.
that.
And he threw four.
Yeah,
And he threw
yeah.
He on a
four
rookie
interceptions.
contract, so
Did you see the
they
game?
can throw him out.
Did y'all see the Pittsburgh
He
game?
threw the same amount against the damn Browns. I wait. He had the same amount of turnovers. He stunk that game.
Yeah, he started
Right,
that
and then
game.
what happened was he back because, like you just said.
Who else they got? What's their choice?
Now they go to the Duck Master.
The
Come
Duck
on, bro.
Master who they had the last game, who came in and won the
Come on,
game
bro.
for them.
Yeah.
Same guy they had. He been there.
I'm just saying, right now, if you trying to, as in cap situation, I know everybody keeps saying what he's doing behind the scenes, but
All you
when
gotta do is follow him.
Yeah.
Right.
Follow him on IG. Follow him on
You
his.
see what he's
That's all
doing
that
on
we
social
need, right?
media.
Shit, the motherfucker can do this. He can do this right here himself.
I understand that, but when you try to create that noise that you were trying to create to go up against the NFL, you can't. In my opinion, I'm thinking that you got to be on the forefront.
Bigger platform.
You got to use your platform to do whatever you want to do when you try to get people.
He
to
don't
follow
want to
you.
play though.
Right. He just
That's
needs
what
to,
I think, man.
He
He
don't
need,
even
he
want
need
to
to
play.
show. He need to show face, man.
I think
mean,
right now he in his feelings and he just feel like that
It's
know
a
everybody
pissing
watching
contest,
him
basically.
and
Yeah,
you know
between
him
him
and
and
the
the
NFL they just gonna go at each other. Me personally, I think it's real petty.
Ain't nobody
Me
gonna win in
personally.
this situation.
And I feel like the whole setup. Oh yeah, we gonna try you out. It's week 10. Try you out for what? It's
See,
week
what
10.
what I said was
A lot of injuries.
listen.
Yeah, but
When
week
he
10,
signed-
who gonna
when
be
he
there?
signed-
Ain't no
injuries
coach
last
gonna be
year.
there.
When he signed the NDA back in April and got his bag, they put in the NDA that we will create an
Right.
opportunity for
For
you
you
within
within
a
a scheduled year.
calendar.
Right.
A calendar year.
In a calendar year.
Right.
You once listen, you could have did from now all the way up until June or July. You could have did that. So what I'm saying is, you never did that.
Right.
So we already knew we all agreed that on both sides of the table,
Yeah.
it was a farce.
Yeah.
On both sides, both of them
It
joints
was like,
bull
let
crap.
us just get this out of the way
Let's hurry
and
up, get it
keep
out the
this
way.
contract
Like
right.
Kevin just said, you waited till week 10
Right.
on a travel day.
On a travel day. Come on now.
And Cap, when they offered you that workout on that Tuesday,
And then you showed up with the Kuta Kente shirt on. Come on, dog. Stop playing. You can't.
All right,
show
so
up to an interview like
with that thinking, if he
But
knew,
you can't
So
show
wait,
up to.
hold on,
I'm
let me
not
say
saying
That's
you.
the
I'm
line.
not saying you can't do what you want to do. But if you really trying to
How
get
it
a
look,
job,
how
you're
it
not
look.
gonna show up to no job with no Malcolm X suit and tie on.
Yeah, how do it
You're not
really
gonna
look though? How do it
You're not
look?
gonna do that. I don't care what you talking about. You're not gonna do
What if
that.
your man showed up to an interview like that? Your man Tom Brady would have showed up with an Archie Bunker shirt on.
but see, he's not standing up. He's not in those
That's not
situations.
the point.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. We talking about
Yeah, I'm trying to-
Archie Bunker it was off a TV show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we know his beliefs.
What was his belief?
Kunta Kinte also was a fictional character.
Hold up.
Actually,
No.
Nah,
No, he
Coach
wasn't.
was real, man.
What? You need to Google that, sir.
Oh my God.
You might want to Google
Now,
that, Jack.
if
Oh
you're
my
gonna,
gosh.
you're
Is that his
gonna
actual
put, you're
You
gonna
might
put,
want to Google that.
you can put
No,
Archie
that's
Bunker.
That's all I can tell you. You might
Kunta
want to Google
Kinte
that.
that was not his actual name, but Kunta Kinte was
That's
a
why I
slave.
said the fictional name.
No, it's not
I
a
said-
fictional name. It was a slave in Alice
Alex
Haley's
Haley's
family.
Right.
Yeah,
That's in his natural
the
family.
whole
Right.
roots was based off his family tree.
Right.
Okay.
So the thing about it, you can't put Archie Bunker up
Okay.
there with
You can't
Kunta
put
Kinte.
Kunta Kinte with Archie Bunker.
It's no situation, and Brady is not standing up for anything that's causing a big shitstorm.
Okay, what if he
about
showed
what's
up with a
going-
David Duke shirt?
Come on.
I'll change it then.
He didn't. You can't say what a
I'm just saying if he did, do you think
He
it would be the
didn't.
same
You
But
thing?
he's not showing up to an interview.
It ain't,
And he
this
ain't in
ain't
hot
even.
Brady's
water.
not
Hold
showing
on.
up to an interview.
Hold up.
He ain't in hot
Look,
water for nothing.
Yeah, first of all,
So the
this
thing
ain't
is-
even about
Watch
Tom
this, hold on,
Brady.
but watch
This is
this
not
back
even
here.
about Tom Brady. We're trying to come over this bridge.
If this guy wants to
we're
play
trying
for the
to
league,
get across the wood bridge.
I'm just saying that.
You
basically
can
what I'm
you
saying
can
is-
equate that if he would have
okay,
did
well,
it.
I
If he
was
would have
saying-
did it while Deflategate was going on,
Right,
and he
right.
would have showed up to an
Okay,
interview
you talk about him
with
saying
a.
with a flat
How
football.
come the
Yeah.
Ed Reed situation
He
went
would've
so
been trolling.
fast?
What you mean?
When he
That
said
everybody
nigga,
thought he
when-
said,
when-
"That's my nigga."
We didn't think we knew what he said.
Yeah, we know what he said.
Why
we
go away
said.
so fast?
We knew what he
Why
said.
go away again? Why did it go away so fast?
Tom
Why isn't
Brady.
the big? Why Stephen A. ain't say shit about
All right,
that?
hold on.
Why Stephen A. ain't say
It's
shit
so-
about that?
Hold on,
Tom
white
Brady.
man.
It's
Hold
not
on, white man.
confirmed. It's
Y'all
not
can-
There you
confirmed that
Tom
it's
Brady.
He
real.
fell in line. He
But
like,
look-
oh, I can't speak on Tom Brady
Y'all
saying that.
you're getting straight off topic, man.
I'm not getting no topic.
Listen,
I'm just saying that one man
All-
can do this, but another man can't.
but it's two different situations, Sco. You got this guy trying to go for an interview to try to get his job back with the league.
Lord have mercy.
So
And
the
he
thing
ain't
with
even
it-
dressed like
so,
Sean. You know, this
the
how you
thing
come to
is-
an interview right here.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This is how you come to
So,
an interview.
If you going, if
Hold
you
up. What was you doing today? At work.
doing interviews, so the whole
Hey,
the part.
my point.
Right.
So the thing of it is, it's just like this. So you're going for an interview. You're going to showcase yourself.
Your
You're
talent.
going to show your talent for playing football. Show up in some
That's what it's
pads.
about.
I can't bring up stepbrother.
Hey, you know what though? Speaking of that,
Why can't I bring up stepbrother?
Cannot.
Because she said, y'all are here for a janitor interview and you got on tuxedos.
It's a movie.
with the tails.
Oh, no,
You
that's
cannot
a
bring that
movie.
up. Yeah, you can't.
But listen to this though.
Can't bring that.
All right, well, let's since we talking about his appearance at the interview, people forget when Cap first got in the league, one of the first articles wrote about him before he even played it down was a dude bashing him, saying he looked like a convict with all his tattoos.
And his
So maybe he felt like you gonna set me for who I am,
Right.
not for what you want me to be.
Yeah, but see, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I agree
But
with that.
you know what I'm saying? Because
right.
they wrote a whole article
what?
That's
about
true.
why you
That-
want
I-
a quarterback to look like
No,
this
I agree. You
and
want better.
bashing them all before he played it down.
Let's go back further. AI.
Right. Prime example.
He caused the NBA to get a dress code.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He changed the NBA with
Yeah.
his tats, with his braids, everything.
Clothes,
You see what I'm saying?
all that.
Baggy
Everything.
clothes,
Ain't wearing no
sweatpants.
suit.
Nigga
none
bought
of
the
that.
hood.
Right.
and-
Exactly.
and
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
saying.
Exactly.
He changed the narrative for that. Understandable. So I'm
right.
saying, you know what I'm saying? But see what happened is AI ain't create that noise like Cap tried to create the noise. That's what happens when you try, as you said earlier, when you draw that line, when you draw that line in the sand, we got to make decisions now.
So do you think the narrative,
And-
the NFL narrative ain't gonna never change then, right? That's what.
Hey Mike, when Cap left the NFL, or like they said, kicked him out of the NFL, how we want to do it? NFL was a $9 billion a year business.
Right.
It's $14 billion a year this now.
Can't
You
win.
mess with, when you mess with the
Can't
bottom
win.
line, it ain't gonna happen.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
But why? But you saying why show up to this again? What
If it's already
Can I ask you a
established,
question?
if it's already established that they only did it to fulfill the NDA because they had a stipulation
Right.
that we got to
Right.
work them out,
Right.
why he got to
Right.
come in there suit and tied up
Thank
if he
you.
already read the
You're
NDA?
right, you got a
and
point
he
there.
knows,
Now,
he
you got a
knows,
point there.
he knows BS.
Not only that, he's there to do a workout. Who's wearing a suit to a workout?
It's
Number
not-
two.
no, 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 no,
Number
no.
two.
We're not talking about
We're not
the
talking
suit.
about the
He
suit.
was number
Talking about
two.
the suit.
Number two.
He was
What if that
clowning.
shirt had a Nike swoosh on it?
He
And it
was-
was made by Nike.
he was-
Then what?
It's already enough
Then what?
controversy. All I'm saying.
Okay,
is
I'm
why
gonna be,
ain't
then
no
what?
I'm gonna be
controversy?
honest with you.
Then
That's
what?
all I'm
Look,
saying.
Cap,
If you're
Cap,
trying to get a job and you already got all this controversy on top of you, why
Why
add
wait-
more to
right.
it?
Cap
That's all
was
I'm saying.
trying to
I'm
clown the
not saying you can't wear
NFL
what
with
you
that
wanna
damn
wear, but
shirt,
come
man.
on, man.
Are you
That's
there
what he
for
was
the
doing.
football?
He
or
was
are you there
clowning.
for what
They
you
He was
trolling
clowning
each
with
other.
that Culture
It was a
Kente
troll. It was a
shirt.
troll both ways. They was trolling
was,
each other.
It was.
It was.
So that's what I'm saying. Well, because we all agree that both the whole workout thing was a shame.
It's a fluke.
Think about the old days.
So
If
what I'm
somebody
saying
was
is-
out of the league and they was trying to get back in the league, what
What-
was the
what-
old route? You go to CFL, go up there and cook up there. You know, they got the XFL about to start. They had the
Right.
American,
Right.
the American Football League they played last year. All played in real legit stadiums.
Right.
Ex-pros or people that got knocked out the league try and get a second
That's what I'm
chance.
ready to say.
'Cause
Go
he
to
just don't wanna-
CFL
he
and
don't
go up
wanna
there and
play.
cook.
What? What you say?
Go to CFL and cook on they
don't wanna play.
bigger field. They got wider fields.
That's what I said.
You're a scrambling
when
quarterback.
We knew the whole joint was fake.
That'll
The
be a
whole
real
was
workout.
fake.
You showing them live action.
You know what?
I was
What?
asleep when I heard it. I just woke up and was like,
When you
whatever.
go to
Went back to
when
sleep.
you send me the paperwork Tuesday for the workout, nah. This is what they try to do. Nah. You know what?
He could have nipped it in the bud
One
right
of my
there.
biggest problems with Cap is stop saying what happened was what made the Kunta Kinte shirt and all that come into effect is your interview after the fact.
Right.
I'm here. Y'all see what I can do?
Right.
I've been working out for 3 years. I've been denied for 3 years. That's when you made it about everything about you.
I'm ready.
For one,
That's what he's saying. I'm ready.
Stop saying you've been denied for 3
Been
years.
ready. I'ma be ready.
Right.
Stop
But he
saying-
ready though.
Yeah.
He ready.
Yeah, so
But
ready. That
stop-
motherfucker in
but
shape too. That nigga in shape.
But stop saying you've been denied for 3 years because you're lying. You haven't been denied for 3
Right.
years.
Yeah, he was
You
wrong.
had that out.
Now, he was
I
wrong
said
there.
the same thing, Kate.
He ain't been
I
denied.
said you could have went. You know what I did? I done went to the CFL
And fried them.
and fried them. And you know what happened?
And come back.
That was what happened. You went to the CFL.
Who else did that?
ESPN,
My man from
ESPN gonna
the
chase you
Rams.
up
What you
there.
gonna say?
They gonna want
Right.
to show them
Right.
games.
Yes.
Right.
And they
Kurt
getting
Warner.
that money.
Right.
Kurt Warner, man,
Yeah,
came to
Kim.
the league and punished everybody.
He was from the arena league.
from the arena league.
Came and punished
Cap could
everybody.
have went to the arena league. Either
Exactly.
way. So I'm saying you would have went to the CFL, came back, NFL would have put that joint on ESPN.
Right.
You'd have been on ESPN. And you know what you could have did? You could have created your platform even bigger in Canada
Man,
and made Canada against the United
Right.
States as well.
Exactly.
So now you got a Canada
Exactly.
people backing you with all the stuff you talking about.
That could have been your platform right there.
That would have been
I
the
got a
best.
whole
been
other
big.
nation behind
Fall
me.
in line.
That's the.
What's
That's
wrong?
the.
What's falling in line?
That's falling in line. Y'all telling him
That
to
ain't
go
falling in line.
somewhere else.
You with a whole
No,
new
that's just
league.
him showcasing his talent.
That's saying if you don't want me,
You wanna play,
I'm
right?
out of here.
Right.
I
So
ain't-
You want to play, right?
That's the opposite of falling in line.
Falling in line.
If the NFL not gonna give you an
Because
opportunity,
right now you still sitting here like, let me play, let me play, let me play. I want to play. That's falling in line.
That's falling in
Years out
line.
the league.
Play.
No, real talk, real
but you just want to showcase your talent. That's all you want to do.
Hold
Is
on.
showcase your
I
talent.
Right, what I've done is
got
I'm not
one
listening.
thing to say before we take a
Yeah,
break.
but
Look,
you've been out the league 3 years, Slim. We need to see what you doing. We need
Look,
you talking about you ready? We need to see.
So you think after 3 years he don't need to showcase his talent?
yeah, he has to prove it to me. I need
But
some
you know
receipts.
what would have been better? If you was in a CFL, I ain't got to showcase my talent.
'Cause I'm out here
game
playing.
film
right,
is better than
right,
workout
right.
film.
It sure
Look at
is.
these ratings. Think about what them ratings would have been if he would have
If
joined.
he would have
Joined the Rough Riders,
if he went up there to
or
CFL,
the Argonauts, or one of them
all the
teams,
media-
they would have been all over it, man.
all
They
the
would have
media
been
would
eating
have
that
followed
up.
him. He'd have had a whole lot of press. He'd have had a whole
He
lot
would
of
have had a big ass
He'd have had a whole lot of
platform.
footage
Hold
to
on.
show.
But look what we talking about though. Why didn't he do that?
'Cause
He
he
don't
don't
want to
wanna play.
He
play.
don't want to play.
He don't even want to
Maybe
play.
he don't.
Man.
Now before we go to
Hold
break,
up.
Mike.
Nene said, why you just wear a Nike warm-up suit?
Yeah.
Joe said, why not add more controversy to it? Frankly, it highlights the bigger issue in American society. Being safe about anything has never changed the problematic system.
Exactly.
But why, he said, but why should we have to go to the CFL? Is the bigger issue. The issues he's fighting out here in America, not Canada.
That's what I see.
I don't
Yeah.
disagree.
That's what I see.
That's
He
true.
said, I don't disagree. But if Joseph, what if he made it all about workout? Could the narrative be changed at all? At least it would have highlighted NFL shenanigans instead of making him a part of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, he ain't have to.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it is.
like, it should've
CFL,
worked out. It should've
CFL is an
just worked
option,
out. Yeah.
but we got other leagues here. It's other leagues here. Of course, NBA, NFL, NHL, those are dominant leagues
Yeah,
here.
right.
So you gotta go to the AHL, the minor hockey league, or
Right.
go to the D League in basketball. If that's what you gotta do, if you try and get back to the pinnacle, you're gonna do what you gotta do. But if you ain't trying to feed them,
Hey, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come right
Hold
back
up,
with
Mike.
this
Let me,
conversation.
I had one question for Scope.
We got
and
to
then,
break. We got this.
see,
We get it when we come back.
look, y'all. Mike done cut my ass off.
We gonna get it when we come back.
Yeah, keep it real with y'all. Seriously, nigga.
Shit, it's family over everything, nigga.
He changed his mind because they changed
money in the bank.
Oh,
the
Kaepernick,
thing he
like,
signed.
they wouldn't let them bring cameras in the jump either. That's what I heard.
Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. What's the mission? Get that work and find a kitchen. Listen, you can find me in that laboratory, steady mixing like you do that lean with the soda. Haze in a grape swisher, that's a fruit roller. Chevy nigga, but fuck with that GT Cobra. Fox body, hopping out no socks with the loafers. Badge of honor from loyalty, certified soldier. I say, hold up, we gon' roll up, pockets swole up. Get to know us like the fuse, I'm about to blow up. You go harder, gotta show us. Shorty bopping, we ain't stopping. Hey, it's money over rollers, yeah. Chase a bag, hating niggas, just promoters, yeah. If I was you looking at me, I wouldn't cross them. I'd be cool and pass the message to them niggas in your section. Flexing like we won't toss them. Beat the brake dust off them. I just chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. You better not be in line when it's feeding time. Cause me and mine gon' be ripping through try and see where your heart is. I'm officially the hardest. That's official. SK, position like a marksman. Ready for war, I got 'em slipping in the darkness. Back against the ropes, go harder, don't go. I learned that in 94, seen the income level low. Niggas beefing toe to toe, we was scraping every penny, now I know. All that pride go out the window when you broke, yeah. I'm out that window with a scope, aiming for that bag, where that money at. It's the KID, took my crown, placed it on the throne, had to save my seat. Whoa, it ain't no game, so don't play with me. No, in my zone, that's the place to be. Behind the wheel, chasing the bag, trying to get from A to B. Ready to ride and provide, that's how I'm trained to be. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. Hey, I'ma get it. In these conditions. I'ma get it. To the limit.
Welcome back. So as y'all know, y'all been seeing the camera. I'm gonna tell you, y'all keep saying
body language says a lot, don't it?
You saying that going back, collusion and all this and that. You why you pay them? I learned this from a movie.
Oh, now we're
I
talking
learned
about
this from a movie because you know why?
I knew he was
You know
going
why? Because it's not about somebody. It's about the word. It's about understanding what I'm about to say. In dealing with prostitutes, right? You don't pay a hoe to fuck you.
You pay her to leave.
You pay her to leave.
Okay,
Right.
So
right.
I don't admit the fact that I ain't gotta admit that I smashed her. I paid her to leave.
Right.
That's what we're talking about here.
Why you want it that way?
Whether you said we're in collusion or not, we paid the fact list. All right, whatever. Because again, we're talking about 32 owners, and we're talking about an estimated $10 million.
What is that?
Which was some
That's
bullshit.
that's what he opted out of, right?
Yeah.
One owner could have paid that by himself.
What you say?
That's what he opted out of in that last contract, right?
Bullshit.
That's all we did.
But listen to, think about the analogy you just made about the prostitute. So basically, you saying he got fucked and kicked out.
Right.
Basically,
That's what happened.
Yeah.
I can go with colluded.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
colluded.
Exactly.
And at the same time, if you felt as though that, nah, I don't want the money. Because you had that out, you have a choice.
You did. He did.
You have a choice.
He did.
You can say nah, because like you just said, Kate, when I opted out, I lost $10 million on my opt-out. You know what? You lost your $10 million.
Here you go.
Here you go. Because again, we talking about 32 owners.
Take this money.
That's not even $1 million.
But if
either.
you don't,
Can I read Joe's?
if you don't
thing
stand
real
for
quick?
something,
Wait,
you're
wait.
gonna fall for anything too. You got to look at that analogy
But
too.
if you stand for, listen, I understand that. But if you want to make a statement, I'm not getting back in the bed with the girl that cheated on me. I'm done with you.
Okay.
So
Me
what
neither.
happened is I'm gonna create my own narrative again.
So here
Right,
it is.
right.
The funny thing I keep hearing people say is Cap doesn't really want to play. But I don't hear enough people saying the NFL doesn't really want him back. They tossed the Bama the scraps with that whole workout situation. Granted, he knew what he was walking into, but most of the owners cannot be placed on his shoulders. They colluded against him, not the other way around.
Okay, I'm
That's
glad,
the
I'm
point.
glad they said that. I'm glad Joseph said that. When has the narrative changed when the NFL is fun? When they finish with you,
Right.
They're
done with you,
Let's
yeah.
go back.
Yeah.
Redskin fan, right?
Yes, sir.
Redskin fan, right?
Absolutely.
Quarterback won the Super Bowl.
Doug Williams.
What happened to him next year?
Done.
Gone.
Done
But
deal.
at the same time,
Hold up, wait a minute. When
At
the
the
NFL is finished with you,
It's over.
it's over. And let's go back. If you want to say, are the NFL racist and all this?
You can't say the NFL as a whole was done with.
Dog, he was the MVP of the Super Bowl and couldn't get a job next year.
at the same time, you gotta think. You gotta use
I'm
what
Alright.
the time. You gotta use the times for what it was,
I
though.
doubt it.
So I can go
That was. Think about what he was. He was the first black quarterback to win a Super
to
Bowl.
start and win a Super
Yeah.
Bowl. Yeah.
So think about that. Keep that in perspective. So that means for that to happen, the league wasn't at that time. They wasn't comfortable with that.
Nah, absolutely
Right?
not.
So that's fair to say, right?
I'm with you.
So that's fair to say. So looking at the progression, like even right now, it's probably like 8, 9, 10 black quarterbacks starting right now.
Not only that, he beat John Elway.
Back then, that wasn't the norm. So of course the league, like I was saying, the shit was building from years and years. Back
That's what I'm
then,
saying.
it was a racial
That's what I'm
under
going to say.
quarterback was a white
That's what I'm
quarterback.
going to say.
Yeah.
That's what
So-
I'm going to say.
That don't make it
That's what I'm
okay,
gonna say.
but that's just what the league was at that
That's-
time.
Not even gonna say that.
That should answer your question
that's
about
oh, they
race.
not there no
That
more.
should answer your
They
question
not there
about
no
the
more.
NFL is race.
They
No,
there, but they
let's
can't.
take it back to
They gotta
yesterday.
hide it differently now. It's not the
Right,
same. It's
right,
progressed
right.
because every
slow, but it's progressive.
as time
The
goes,
shield. It's not.
it
The shield
progresses.
Because we paying them.
Let's go back to yesterday.
Because we paying them money.
No, let's go back to yesterday.
The problems we got now
Yeah,
ain't the
yeah.
same problems we had back then, but
Correct.
they to a lesser
They
degree,
mask
but
it.
they find
yeah,
ways
yeah.
to go around it. Back
Yeah.
then, you could blatantly
Yeah.
say, "Fuck them, get out of here,"
I give you 90
and it's
million for
okay.
3 years.
That
Let's
I
go
give you
back.
90 million
Right.
for
That was
3
the
years.
80s, early
Let's
90s,
go
right?
back
That was
to
the
the
80s,
summertime.
88.
Just don't smoke no weed.
Right.
We're going to put you out
Right.
the league.
Exactly.
No, don't smoke no weed around April.
Right.
Don't smoke
The
weed
black
around
man's
April.
recreational
Don't know.
drug.
2019.
But it's
Mr.
okay to
Pop
go home and
quiz.
smack your wife out, though.
Yeah,
It's
cool,
okay
yeah.
to go home and
Yeah.
smack her out,
So
though.
Over and over
2019, let's
again.
go
Right
back to
again.
2019 in the summertime where everybody keeps saying, "Oh yeah, it's changing a little bit." Actually, it's not. They masking it. Bill Polian, one of the most well-respected people in the NFL, said Lamar Jackson is not a quarterback. He should switch to wide receiver because he is not inclined to be a good quarterback. This was just said in 2019.
Look at it
so
now.
everything
That's
that's going on, come on, bruh.
You mean
It's
2018?
Look at
No.
it now.
That was this year?
This
Yes.
2019.
Yeah, that's
I
But see,
ain't messing
but
with
see,
what I
the
said.
thing is
No, you
different.
did. You were
The
correct.
difference is the wording of how he said it. It's the same logic,
Right.
but it's the wording. They can't just flat out say we don't want a black quarterback.
Right,
They gotta go around the loop
Right,
to figure out how to
right.
say it
And-
in a PC way,
In a
quote
PC
unquote.
way.
Right,
That's why Bill Polian
right.
said it. So, but on the
He also apologized for that.
oh, you know why?
Because he was wrong.
Yeah.
Not just because he was wrong, he was proven wrong. Not because
Right.
he was wrong,
Right.
because
Right.
of what he said.
Yes, he said.
Because he see now,
Yeah,
I'm totally wrong. So I got to get out in front of him.
Exactly.
Behind the door. Let's shut the door. Close the door.
But-
Ozzie Newsome. Ozzie Newsome told Shannon Sharp behind the closed doors.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to tell you right now, Shannon, that boy's special.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to tell you
I
right now.
think everybody knew he was special.
That boy bad as
No,
hell.
and nobody knew he was going to be like this.
Not like
Right.
this.
Right.
First year,
First
first
of all,
season, I was
no,
like,
let's
That
go
boy
back-
damn
let's go back-
beast.
Now,
every
that
every
ball
draft
beast.
pick is a
I'm sorry.
crapshoot, man.
Wait a minute.
They
Every
got
draft
three-
pick a
first of all,
crapshoot.
Baltimore got 3 Heisman Trophy winners in their backfield. 2
And
quarterbacks
your
and one running
quarterback
back.
couldn't throw a pass because he didn't know how the football felt.
Right.
Who?
Lamar Jackson.
But what about the other one?
What are you talking about? We talking about Lamar
talking
Jackson.
about
right
RG3?
Yeah. He won a Heisman coming in, right?
He did.
He ain't nothing.
He's some
now. What are
garbage,
you talking
though.
about?
Okay, but I'm saying it's the same style quarterback, and they tried to.
Nah.
they-
Absolutely not.
they-
Next.
I
So
think
they
he
said
played like
about
2
him
minutes. I
They
think
said the same thing about him. That's why they went with Andrew Luck. Where Andrew Luck at right
Stop
now?
it.
I'll wait.
Stop it. That is not
They
why
said
we
he-
that is not why we picked him up. We picked him up because we wanted to sell jerseys.
Yeah, that was Snyder making
We
the
picked
move.
him up because we wanted to
They
sell
didn't want
jerseys.
him. They didn't want him.
Our quarterback
That was
wanted
that
Andrew
was the
Luck,
owner.
and Daniel Snyder said, "Nah, he gonna sell jerseys."
So didn't he prove?
It's more about money.
In his first season, did he not prove that he was capable of being quarterback?
His first season, somebody asked me what our
He
record
did?
was gonna be. I said 6 and
He
10.
didn't win rookie of the year.
Did you see him playing Baylor Slim? He had 2 wide receivers that was 6'6". I'm sorry.
He had 3 NFL receivers.
Okay.
in Baylor.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And he also.
All
was
he had to
in-
do was throw the ball up.
He
He
was
had
in
it
the
accurate.
division he
in
was
the
in.
rookie
They don't
of
play
the year.
defense.
What?
Did he win rookie of the year?
What?
Yeah, they won the division.
What that mean though?
Because he was going against Andrew Luck, who's so pro ready.
Yeah.
He still beat him out for
Where
rookie
he
of the
at
year.
now?
Am I right?
Where he
I
at
just
now?
said that. What the?
And Andrew Luck only had 1.5 decent
I just had a
seasons.
clap.
All right,
Yeah,
Sean, we
Exactly
back.
what I just said.
I just said, but what was the point you was making?
He only
See,
had
they really don't know
his
how to
first year was his
evaluate
best
talent,
year.
First
obviously.
year was his best
Because they
year.
said the same about
Who, Luck?
RG3. He can't play that.
Not
He should
Luck.
move the receiver.
Talking about RG3.
They said the same thing about him.
Listen, at the end of the day, people gonna say whatever they want. You can't listen to that shit.
RG3 was a person.
I mean, you can't.
Like they said, it was proven. I said only give him a year because what happened was he ran that RPO. It's only gonna take a year. He couldn't read defenses and he couldn't read past his
He was dumb as a
progression.
brick.
Yeah, he couldn't read.
He came
that
from
was a
he
break.
came from Baylor. Baylor was in a division. Their division don't play D. It's
No.
all run and
And you
gun.
had
All running
3,
gun.
and you had 3 receivers.
Their
All he had to
scores
do
be
was throw it
45 to
up.
52.
Fellas.
All he had to do was throw it up. That's
I
it.
watch this shit every day. Let me tell you what they said about Lamar Jackson. Last year they said he couldn't hit the side of a barn.
Yeah, they did.
But the guy that's in there as a coach coached him to learn to go through his progressions.
Because they want
and
to
he's
give,
gotten better
they want to
because he
give
learned
the
from the
praise
coach.
to the coach.
So don't tell me that RG3 couldn't have been
Alright.
coached, but Josh, the coaching staff, couldn't coach him the way he needed to be coached.
because
see,
they
he
didn't
wouldn't
want
Because
know.
guess what?
That's not true.
Shanahan ain't won him.
He
Shanahan won
came back the
it.
next year and said,
Shanahan
"I
won
wanna
it.
win
Kirk
it."
Cousins. Am I right or wrong?
That's why we
Because
drafted
guess what?
Kirk Cousins.
At the end of the day, Shanahan, where is he at now? And they are 10-1. That man can coach any quarterback you put in front of him.
RG3
Did he
wouldn't-
want RG3 to
wouldn't
be do what he
listen.
did?
No, he didn't
wouldn't
want to.
listen.
No, he did.
wouldn't
RG3,
listen.
him and his father came back.
They
he
ain't
ran
got too
him
high
out.
on the pedals.
No, he came back the
Too
following
early.
year.
Yeah.
Him and his father don't want to run that no more because he was getting hit too much. He said he wanted to be an Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he didn't know how to slide. He didn't know how to get out of
He
trouble.
said
You're
he
right.
wanted to be
Worst
an
slider
Aaron.
ever, man. Did you see him
Yeah,
slide
he-
forward?
yeah, he
He was
can't- he
rolling
can't.
around.
He
and
said
shit.
he wanted to be. He said he wanted to be like an Aaron Rodgers or a Andrew Luck type quarterback in
And
the
then he-
pocket.
and then
you
he woke
cannot
up.
be that kind of
And then he
quarterback if
woke
you
up.
can't read.
You gotta learn to read.
I'm just saying that sounds funny.
At the end of the day, man, this how I look at it.
Oh my God.
If no matter what you look like, where you from, what,
Right.
if everybody get the same opportunities and let
Thank
it
you.
play out the way it play out, because me,
Equality.
like don't say all that shit. If he a quarterback, he won the Heisman as a
Yeah, don't
quarterback.
try to change
Let the man
what he
be a
is.
quarterback. My guy,
right,
I'm a Florida State fan in college. My guy's Jameis. Jameis
Okay.
was my guy.
Right.
He's stinking it up right now.
Right now, yeah.
At the end of the day, you get the opportunity. You do what you do with your opportunity. You can't do it. If you
Next man
gone,
up.
you gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? That's how it
right,
should be.
right,
It shouldn't
right.
be no. All right, well, since you black, this what I think
That's
you
what they
should
do.
do.
'Cause they was
You know what I'm
so-
saying?
Harbaugh is
Give him
crazy
the
as hell out of him.
opportunity.
He
You know
like,
how many-
nah,
If you stink it
nah,
up,
I'm gonna take
you
it
stink
back.
it up.
You know what it is
No.
though? They was talking about it today. You know how many Lamar Jacksons in the league it is today? It's like 5 of them.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's like 5 Lamar Jacksons.
They just ain't getting the opportunity.
No,
No, they
it's
getting
because
that.
They changed it.
They changed it. If you keep
Let's
knocking
go-
on
let's
that door,
start
they're
it
gonna
now.
have to open the door.
First, Randall Cobb,
Yeah.
Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Right.
Edelman.
Right.
They were quarterbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
You're exactly
They were
right.
quarterbacks.
You're exactly
So,
right.
Because when you came in the league, nah, this can't be for you.
Right.
Did
You
his size
changing
matter?
this.
How
Right.
tall is that?
You need rock.
But that happens a
Five
lot
something, man.
before
something,
you
right.
get to the
Yeah,
league
can't be
too.
no
A
quarterback.
lot of times they get
That's
these
why they
scholarships
came out of college.
and they go to the
Hold on, so you
college
can't be what?
and they get switched in
Somebody
their
did
position
something.
in college
Somebody
before
did
they even
something.
make it to
His
the
name
league.
is
Let's go with
See,
Depending
Seattle.
on what
That's the one.
Quinn
There you
Dunbar.
go.
Hey, what's it called?
Flutie.
Who?
What's the boy?
Where did Flutie come from?
Seattle.
Boston College.
Hey, he like
Russell
5
Wilson.
Russell, he about 5.
Oh, he's 6 feet.
Oh, he's 6
Wait,
feet.
Oh,
they say 6,
over the
but
way.
that's what they listed them
Nice.
as.
He's 5'11" though.
Came back and cranked.
left college.
Who's
went to
that?
CFL.
Who's that?
The
Flutie.
Oh,
Killed
Flutie.
them.
Oh, yeah.
Came back and cranked. in
Came
the
back.
NFL.
Yeah, he did.
That's what I'm saying. But again, that's like Quinn Dunbar. Whole time in Florida, wide receiver.
I mean, it's a social media
Jeff
age.
Driscoll
We like
was about to come
controversy.
back to the league this
But
year.
at
and be
the
wide
end of
Social
the
receiver.
day,
media fucked
something
up
to
a
talk
lot
about.
of
But
shit.
at the end of
Yeah.
the day, fellas, he won the Heisman at the quarterback position. How you gonna try to change this man's position? But yet, when you people like, we can go back to Ryan Leaf, they stunk. When you talk about Andrew Luck, he's not even the lead no more. RG3 beat him out for Rookie of the Year. You see what I'm saying?
But what is
So
RG3 doing now?
Andrew Luck not in the league no more.
backing up, yo man.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
And he got a high.
Andrew Luck not in the league because he couldn't take the punishment.
Right, right,
Don't
exactly.
keep saying he got in the league like they cut him because he can
injured.
come back tomorrow and be like, yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at the same time, why he was taking punishment?
because he didn't know how to slide. He didn't know how to get out.
No, I'm
of
talking about Luck.
Oh, Luck.
Because he hold the ball too long, right?
Yeah.
And think
But they
about
said it was a pro-style system,
if
remember?
he wasn't Andrew Luck, that would have been a detriment if anybody else. Just like they say that about
That's
RG3, he hold the ball too long. That's why we can't go
And
with
they,
him.
and they talking about your boy Mahomes.
Some people
It's like,
get more
how did he-
passes.
How did he fall the way he feel that? They took him in Texas. What was his name? 7 overall? 11. And who went before him?
Who went before Mahomes? Deshaun Watson went before him.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but it was somebody else that went before them. And it was like, really?
Trubisky.
There it is.
Trubisky.
Obviously, these guys really don't have an eye for talent. Because Trubisky is about to lose his job. Period. See what I'm saying?
So you expect these people that don't have an eye for talent to actually judge Kaepernick like a football player?
They judge him by the color of his skin. Because Mahomes clearly was the best player in that draft.
So they sent
Clearly.
people, they sent scouts to this workout,
You see it now.
and they can't
but you
can't
know-
judge talent, but you expecting them to be above board with this workout though. You know what I mean? That's the way you gotta look
Yeah,
at
exactly.
it. If they can't pick a good draft pick, people jumping over these dudes that's shining now.
See, what we missing is.
But the people that actually go to the workout, like Hugh Jackson is a quarterback's coach. So he knows that Hugh Jackson was the one who went there to work him out.
What we missing is your talent can't outweigh your knowledge. So what happens before the draft? You got the combine.
Got the
What happens before the
combine.
What do you do before the combine? You got to sit your ass in that room. You take the dumbass Wonderlic test. Once you take the Wonderlic test, then we're gonna say, okay, Sean got all the talent in the world, but this motherfucker scored 4 on the Wonderlic test.
Right. What we gonna do
But-
with that?
What we gonna do with that?
At the same time, it's people that shitted in that test and
Came out and
and
starred. That's what I'm
starred.
saying. So we looking at Sean. Sean only scored a 4 on the Wonderlic test. Oh, he you know what? Man, he dumb as a brick. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drop him down. Yada yada yada. Sean come out, get drafted. Fuck it, he can be
Another
like
thing,
Lamar Jackson.
another thing about that situation
Right,
is
right.
people. It's like say if your agent already got word from certain teams that want you, they might tell you to go stink up that test because
Right.
we don't want the
Exactly.
Browns. We don't want the Browns
Exactly.
to pick you.
Pick you up.
Exactly.
Right.
We don't
That's
want you
true.
playing for these bum teams.
That's true.
So let's get you off their radar
That's
I
true.
think
so
the
that
bottom
you can
line
fall
that we
to the
agree
team
on
you
is
want to
that
go to.
The whole NFL and Kaepernick joint was a farce.
It was fluke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
both
Definitely.
sides.
But I think if you're trying to get back in the bed,
Both of them dropped the ball.
exactly.
Okay.
But if you're trying to get back in the bed because you've been denied 3 years, now you've been trying to get back with this girl for 3 years. She finally let you over her house. But she said, listen, if I let you over, you got to sign this, you got to sign that, you got to sign that.
Yeah, I'm out.
You what?
I'm gone. Be easy.
So I'll be right back. I'm going to the store.
Exactly. So
I'm gone.
we both know. So yeah, and you know what? And she was like, and if we have sex, you got to use a condom.
Right.
But you
So
said-
what if- but what if
come
you
back-
say-
you come back with no condom?
What if you say, nah, well, you know what? I ain't coming to your house. Meet me at the hotel over here then. That's what he did.
Right. And you know what?
If
happened?
we got all these
Hey,
speculation.
yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're right.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's you got that choice.
Right.
Because you know, because what happened? Because all the other girls that wanted you, they're like, you know what? I ain't got time to mess with Kay. I'm going on home.
Right.
But the other 8 girls that like you say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go see what he talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
You see
So
what I'm saying?
so at the
I
end
think-
of the
I think
day,
at the end of the day, we know it's a farce.
Who the fuck was that?
That's Jay.
Jay,
That's
from the show.
Kay.
Oh,
So at the end of the day, with Kaepernick situation, I think it's a farce. I think both of them just try to big up each other. So I just think if you trying to get back in bed, you should have allegedly fell in line, do your workout. Then what you should have did was you should have went to the girl house, faked it, did what you had to do, then come back and go to the hotel and do and
I
fake
mean,
with
it
the
was a
other girl.
smoke screen from Jump Street.
So I got a
no
question.
winners.
I got a question. I want to get an answer from each
Okay.
one of you guys. Like, so do you think that he'll ever play again?
No.
No, because he has zero interest now.
I said that
Hugh
when it
Jackson
first
said
all
he
went
did.
down.
He could.
That's a
And it
wrap.
was-
Hugh
That
Jackson
did.
said it on the show the other day. He said he believes he can.
You can? Well, hey,
He
who's
can
gonna
play.
play?
He
Come on.
can play,
They
but
asked him.
will
sees-
he and can he is two
I'm
different
answering the
questions.
question.
Right.
He's-
Did you ask what Andrew Luck was?
I'm gonna try this again.
Who Jackson at?
He retired. What you mean?
He what?
What you mean?
You said he retired.
I said, what you mean?
Where's Hugh Jackson at?
So, okay, let me ask you a question. Did the NFL not appoint Hugh Jackson to do the workout? That means he's still working for the NFL.
I thought Hugh was on.
No, he went on first aid. He was the one who was going to conduct the workout. He chose to leave and not go up to wherever he moved the workout to.
He ain't like a
He said like he,
coach or somebody team.
No, he was on Cincinnati last year when he got fired.
But you know what?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's where he went.
But
and that's why Baker Mayfield went against him because he's like you went to the enemy. But anyway,
he don't
he's worked for the NFL.
Stunk it up at that job.
But they knew Hugh Jackson was the quarterback whisperer. They called him that, just like Bruce Arians. But they asked him to go because they felt like he would have a better connection with Colin Kaepernick because of the color of his skin and because he's the position's coach.
Right.
And he could work him out the way he needs to be worked out. That's why they asked him to go do it. He chose not to go move. When they moved it, he's like, nah. And he went on and talked with Stephen A. Smith and told everything.
So Hugh Jackson was there.
He said he sees him in the league in the next year or so.
So Hugh Jackson was there to oversee the workout, but the scouts for the team
was.
No, he was going to conduct the workout, meaning he was going to have them do the shuttles. He was going to have them do the passes with the receivers, what routes were they going to run. He was going to work everything. He was going to
basically be the
coordinate the whole thing. Correct.
But who was going to watch it? Who was going to be watching it?
The scouts
Where?
for the team.
Where was they at?
At the disclosed place.
They was at the
NFL
stadium.
It was 20
They was at the.
That was at the motel.
A couple teams representatives still showed up and went up there.
I mean,
I
I know a
she
Detroit fan, and she
from
said
the
that she
Raiders.
think that they looking at him, Detroit. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't
They might have to at this point.
But see,
it came out of there. It came out of there.
Zero interest.
what?
Yep, it's zero interest.
the only
What's that
team that
source?
the only team that might pick him up.
What's the source?
CBS Sports or something.
What?
Are they the
zero
NFL?
interest. There's
No. It
zero,
was Adam Schefter.
zero interest.
Adam
Yeah.
Schefter said zero interest.
I ain't seen that come across my phone.
I ain't see that.
Me neither.
But like I said, when it first went down and when it first everything caught fire in the beginning, I knew he was not coming back to the league because it got bigger than. Once it get off of ESPN bottom line and you see it on CNN bottom line and Fox News bottom line, it's a blaze uncontrollable now. You can't do nothing because NFL gotta try to say, hey, we care about y'all and we care about the flag. They gotta kowtow to both sides.
Right.
The best way to do that is just eliminate him altogether because they know eventually. Everybody because think about it, both sides boycotted. They were like, we not watching it if he gonna disrespect the flag, and we like, oh, if they kick him out, we ain't watching it. So, in order to
Just the bottom line still.
yeah, we
Either
gonna
way.
get rid of him, and then 2-3 years, our ratings gonna be back to where they
Second
be
joint
at. You know what I'm
What the
saying?
second joint say?
Yeah, Adam Schefter said
Adam Schefter, I can't
absolutely
hear you.
zero.
He tweeted it?
Absolutely zero interest
When was that?
in
What was that
Colin
joint?
Kaepernick. He said when?
What did it say?
What's the source?
Right.
What do you-
It was
Adam Schefter.
Is it tweeted? I just said, is it tweeted?
ESPN's Adam Schefter.
Get him the phone. Give him the phone.
Absolutely zero
Right, I don't know why you
interest.
gave it to this non-football watching ass
Hold on.
There we go.
Hold on.
Read that.
You gonna stop saying I'm non-football
You
watching.
wasn't even watching football Sunday. Stop.
You
don't
gonna
watch
stop
football.
saying I'm not watching football.
You don't watch football, Sean.
Actually, Sean was watching football, so he was watching football with me. He's at my house watching with me.
Like I He stopped told watching you, 'cause just they kicked because him I out. ain't.
I could have swore he came on to the polo. He was elsewhere. He wasn't at your house.
What time was that?
Don't matter.
Probably like
A
after
football
halftime of
fan
the game.
watches all the games.
No, he had to go pick his son up. He had to go drop his son off.
Come on, man.
He watched it. He was with me until the halftime of the Cowboy
I'm talking
game.
about the same dude that messed up at the damn trash.
That ain't got
Stop
nothing to
it.
do with
He
it.
ain't even know the teams. He ain't know who was who. He ain't know how to read the names. He don't know nothing about football.
I'm
My
the
man,
main
he
one
been
to say.
boycotting since
He don't know
Doug
about
Williams
football
lost
like
his
that.
job. He been
I ain't
boycotting
deep in
for
the
Doug.
encyclopedia like some people into NFL encyclopedia, but
Man,
I watch football.
I ain't deep in.
But the
I
whole
keep
point-
up enough.
Pull it back
though.
up.
But I just asked what the source was. But it don't matter.
So it's
Let's
ESPN.
move on. Okay.
ESPN, Adam Schefter.
Yo, man, that's your man.
And Colin Kaepernick.
That's
The
go,
source
man.
is Adam Schefter.
That's all
Not
you need.
Ian Rappaport.
And that's go, man.
That's all you need.
The only thing that quoted on was absolutely zero.
That's all you need to
Just
hear.
like you said, don't believe what Ian Rappaport said.
Somebody help me.
Ian Rappaport still work for NFL. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Schefter.
Let's move on
That's
to
in
another
the, that's
topic.
in the Detroit Sport
I'm
News.
sorry, what you say?
Schefter the plug.
Yeah, for sure.
But that says Detroit something. That would have came across ESPN's pages
It
or
says
NFL.
he
What's that?
It says Detroit at the top. Stop.
Free press.
Boy, read the whole damn
Detroit
thing.
Sports Nation.
don't fuck
Chef
that.
didn't know how.
Hold
manipulate
that.
the viewpoint,
I'll
too.
wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they
You know how to
a
change
Detroit
perspective.
newspaper.
If it ain't Detroit Free Press, I don't know.
No, hold fast.
I don't know.
No. I'm gonna give it to. Let me read it.
I knew I should have bought a bottle of liquor.
See how he coming this way? You don't know that
So,
shit.
no. So who is this, K?
What does it say? Why you
It
showing everybody?
look like it
else
say
to me?
ESPN.
What it say?
He said,
It look like it say ESPN.
But show everybody else
Teams
instead of what I'm trying to
Teams
read.
haven't called Colin Kaepernick.
No, who is it by though? What's
What's the date?
Yeah, say Adam Schefter.
But you gotta read the whole thing though.
ESPN, right?
Yeah, you like to read
23.
just a little bit. He
That's the
don't never-
23rd, 2019. Yeah.
23rd of what?
Chef.
November,
He
man.
said what? I need to know.
This guy don't watch football either, dude.
Oh,
You need your receipt.
I got the same alerts, but I'm just saying.
No
Look-
teams,
told me to
no
look it
teams
up.
have reached
Right.
out to him to work him out, visit
Right.
with him, or sign
But I
him.
don't think
As
it
of
never
yet,
was-
that don't
I
mean they
think
never
was no
gonna do
interest
it.
Anyway.
We said
It was
that.
just
We
a
said-
whole
it was-
parade,
yeah,
man. They
exactly.
just put on the show, man.
We said that.
It was a show from the
but see, I
get-go.
think what it is when I can see, we're gonna keep talking
Okay, he
about
gonna play for the Panthers then.
No,
You
no.
happy?
Play for the Panthers.
All I'm
Oh, you
saying
happy?
is because of the collusion, there's a couple owners that may want him, but because
Oh, they
y'all
got it.
agreeing to do this,
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
they got
I
it.
really want him because my team stinks.
Yeah.
But y'all
Hey,
talking about,
Skull.
we gotta keep him out.
Yeah.
Skull, you got
Like-
now you got a point. You got a
That's
point there.
what-
You
That's,
got a
the,
point
that's the
there.
You see
definition
what I'm
of
saying?
collusion, though.
Right.
No, but
Because-
Skull told me.
But if he speak up, they gonna try to out you.
Yeah, yeah.
If you say something, we gonna get you.
Yeah, them coaches ain't gonna say
That's all I'm
shit.
saying.
They got dirt on
And it's a
their-
good
That's how it
segue
works.
in what I be
on the
saying.
polo, you
You
said,
see, they found
nah,
the man
if
in
the
the,
only one get him, you can't tell me what to do.
Riverton.
You said,
Yeah.
if
You didn't say that. You didn't say that
If
now.
I own the team, you can't tell
I said
me
if I did, you right. They didn't tell me what to do with my
Oh,
team.
Yes, you
so
did.
you won't talk about the coaches. You talking about you.
I'm saying me. If I own the team, if I want to sign him, fuck what you think, fuck what Sean think, I'm gonna sign him. Kiss my ass.
And you know what happened?
See what I'm saying?
You know what happened?
What?
Get your good old boy ass out of here.
That's my point. So that's what I'm saying. So it
That's
ain't
how
about
collusion
So
works.
don't say
Yeah.
don't say
You
nobody
gotta
wants
toe
him.
this line.
Oh,
You can't
everybody-
say nobody
There's a lot
wants
of people want him, yeah.
That's my point.
But they
A
don't
lot
want the
of times-
cloud. They got a
You gotta
cloud.
think
They gonna
about
have a
this
cloud
too.
over the team.
A lot of times
That money,
these
man.
people
Don't
own
talk bullshit
these people
with
own the
folks who
teams.
know that.
Shut up and fall in line.
These people own the teams, but they got
Yeah, exactly.
a lot of
You
times
all
these
right.
people own the teams, but they got other people running the team for them.
Whoa!
Yeah, yeah.
So
Stop.
they
No,
got
you
they
stop.
got a
No,
whole
stop.
list of
Oh, 'cause he
people.
want to say about the board. I ain't
Stop.
gonna do all this
You
bullshit.
better stop it.
If you the
Now
majority,
you
man,
got to rewind it. Now say it again.
I said a lot of times these people own the teams, but they got other people running the team for them. They got fucking GMs. They got CEOs, CFOs,
Who's the top-
COOs.
the top sheriff,
Yeah, he's
right?
the top dog, but if some
He ain't
people don't
running
get
it, though.
involved,
Yeah, yeah.
They ain't
their
running
board
it.
to come to him.
Business.
The board to come to him and say,
Who
"Look,
come
bruh,
to him,
The board.
this
the
this
board.
gonna look bad on the bottom line.
Right.
We can't do
Your
that.
majority of your fans is these dudes over here that don't want them on the team.
you own
They are the season
When
ticket
you-
holders. That's
Right.
where all your merchandise
Right.
going
Let's
to.
move
This
on, man.
demographic.
It's
They
all
gonna
about
bring
the
all these
money,
pie
Scott.
charts and
Let's move
shit.
on with the
It's
racism.
all about
all
the
that.
Let's move on. We
When
done
you
spent
own-
too much time
listen,
on Colin Kaepernick.
When
Let's
you
go to
own
nothing.
something, you create
Let's
a
go to
board.
something.
The board
I want to talk about
protect-
Mason Rudolph.
They
Man,
protect
I'm
you.
racist,
The
motherfucker.
board
Yeah.
protects you from your company.
Let's go on to
Just
the
like I'm
other
trying to tell
one.
Scope, even though Bill Gates owns
waste too much time on
Microsoft,
that.
he still has somebody to answer to.
Right.
You got to answer to the
They gonna
board.
tell him, look, I know what you want to do, Mr. Gates.
Yeah,
No
boy,
good.
get your
This
ass
ain't
outta
gonna
here.
work if you do it
It
this
ain't gonna
way.
work.
You think that's how it work with Jerry Jones? I would.
Maybe not.
Jones-
Everybody
Hold on.
don't do
run
it.
the same.
Jerry don't run.
But I can
Every
tell you,
team don't run that shit the
He was the
same
only
way.
owner back in the day that went with Coke instead of Pepsi, or Pepsi instead of Coke. Which one was it? He was the only one that did that because he said,
But that's
"No, this is
one
my
guy.
brand."
How many
and I'm
teams
gonna
is
do-"
it?
Okay, but I'm just saying. Don't tell
That's
me it
just
can't
him.
be. Don't tell me it can't be done. Then
It can be done.
That's all.
But-
That's all
It
I'm
can be
saying.
done.
But at
Then
the
let's
end of
move
the day,
on. Let's move on.
the
then.
bottom line
Let's
is the
move on.
bottom
It can't
line,
be
man.
done.
All right, let's move on
It
to
can't happen
Money talk.
because his money long. So you ain't gonna tell me what to do with Dallas Cowboys.
Again, let's go.
But guess what?
Let's go though.
Man, fuck the Dallas
Yeah,
picking
Cowboys.
them up.
Down the Sterling.
Don't craft.
Down the Sterling.
You messing up. You messing up for everybody.
You're right. You're right.
Go cut you a check.
He outright owned the Clippers.
Right.
Said that stuff. Gus the owner said,
Gone.
"Yeah, you got to go. bro.
Outta here.
And guess what
I don't
happened?
care if you
All
own
the
team
other
or not.
owners decided that.
Yeah, you got to
They
go. bro. I
saying,
don't
look,
care if
you
it's your
messing
team or
our
not,
money
bro.
up. How much your team worth?
That's
Wow.
you
$2
under.
billion.
Yeah, yeah,
We're gonna give you $5.
We give you
Get out
$5
of
outta
here.
here.
Once
You
you
still under that.
You're messing our money up.
You still under
Look,
that umbrella.
look.
Different from the NFL.
What?
Look, hold on.
It's not the same. It's the
Look,
same.
that cloud is the the same cloud. Once you get that cloud over your head,
I
it's all
guarantee
right.
you this:
It's the
if they
bottom
could
line.
have, if they could have pinpointed, like, so
Let me tell you
since
what
Cap was on the
Then they
49ers,
tell
let's
the
use
owners.
49ers as an example.
yeah.
If they would have found out that the 49ers owner said, "Look, everybody, I'm gonna cut this dude. Nobody sign him. Fuck that. If they would found out and they could have point directly to one guy, I guarantee you, if he would have made that broad, they would have got him out of there for making. But since everybody's sticking together and nobody can say it was this owner, that owner, that owner, everybody tight-lipped, you can't point to nobody.
How much money you got? If you won't get into the Good Old Boy Network, you can't get in.
I mean,
if you don't believe me, ask the Milstein
Ballers plays that out.
was not the first person
with the Rock.
And think about
this. Ballers, it tell you everything you need to know.
Think about the Panthers when Main Man said he wanted to sell the Panthers, and guess what happened? Puff got on IG say, "Hey, I want to get the Panthers. We could do this. I'm gonna put a team together." Guess what? They scrapped that real quick. No, sir. We ain't ready for y'all yet. Don't worry about it. This ain't the NBA.
Yeah.
Right.
Go buy your team over there.
That's Mason Rudolph. What do you want to talk
No,
about?
if you want to go to Mason Rudolph, go ahead. What about Mason Rudolph?
It's mighty funny how this man done made his way. He done played, let's say, for the other viewers, he played his way to the bench. Honestly, I just think that Mike Tomlin was like, he's tired of the attention when it comes to that.
He got the cloud around him. Once you get that cloud around you, it's a wrap.
Right.
So it ain't got nothing to do with
So just the rumor of him maybe saying, or maybe not, the line ain't really blocking for him like they used to. They probably, the locker room is kind of probably went away from this man. But you see how they block for Hodge.
Right.
Hodge playing his ass off as soon as he win the game.
But wait a minute, let's go back. Before the incident happened, he threw 4 interceptions and he got sacked like 4 times before the incident happened.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he did.
So they wasn't already blocking for him.
Right.
So let's not change because he might have said the word, so they not blocking. They wasn't. As we see now, the last play of the game ain't blocked.
Right.
He got sacked 4 times through 4 interceptions. Last week, 4 interceptions. They took him out, put another guy in.
Oh, what we talking about? The N-word?
Yeah, he not even. I don't believe he didn't say it. I don't believe he said it.
Stop it.
It was all speculation.
I hope he didn't say it.
The N-word make you react that way?
You think that was the scapegoat?
No, man.
He had to throw that out there to justify him hitting with the helmet.
Yeah, I think he did.
Shannon Sharp said, if he had said that to me, I'd still be kicking his ass right now. I'd have been all over his ass.
Exactly. He said,
to this day.
He said, I'd have told
to this day.
The reason why I don't think he said it is because your man, he did an interview right after the shit happened, and he was like, "Look, man, I let my team down, let the fans down." I would have been like, "He called me a nigga, I handled his ass. Take it how you want to take it."
Yeah, that was PR though, man.
Hey, but look, he already knew he was getting suspended.
Right.
You already knew you getting this punishment. You bam it out, smack the bam with a helmet. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm already gone. Y'all gonna know why I did it.
So
I did it. I'm taking full responsibility.
I think that was his last. That's the last move that he could make
to the utmost.
You know what I'm saying?
Levels.
Going out, I think that was his last resort.
Right.
So what you think made him whip his ass then?
Because he tried to snap his helmet off.
I'm gonna tell you what made him whip his ass. He called him a bitch. He did call him a bitch.
Oh yeah.
He
called him a bitch.
I think he kind of.
They might not even say that word. He said a racial slur, so that could have been anything.
No, what I heard an interview and they say that Slim can't hold his tempers. They say Slim can't control it.
Yeah.
They
No,
Garrett. Yeah, they say he go off.
Early in the week, you took a picture with the dude, punch you in the face.
You ain't do nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't do nothing.
Punch him in the face. He took
Be like, hey Jay, let me take a selfie with you. I take a selfie with you, Jay, and hit you in the face.
Oh, man.
You just laugh it off and step on.
Hey, maybe he felt stronger with his
Hold up, that's on video?
Can't nobody tell
He called the police and everything.
Yeah.
He called the police.
Because everybody was talking about that after he swung the helmet.
It could have been a lawsuit.
That took the picture.
That could have been a
I
lawsuit.
think he handled that correctly. Because say he did go attack that guy, and then all you got was clippings of people recording.
And that's all
And
they
what
gonna
was my
do.
ass
gonna get
ass.
paid.
You got 60,000 fans and you take the helmet and hit the other person with
But
it?
we still got to go to the beginning of the whole thing. You can't
The
just go
dude tried
to
to
the part
move it in. He did
You got to go
try
to the
to
beginning.
move
He instigated everything.
No.
Stop.
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to catch what you're telling me right now. You saying that it was okay that he handled it a certain way if it's just us 6 in the room and he didn't hit somebody, but he gonna take a helmet in front of 60,000 people?
I just think it was smart not to do nothing to the guy
I
in the
mean,
street.
I'm trying to figure out the
Because
math
had he
on
done
that
something, had he
one.
retaliated in the
Am I
street,
gonna do it in front of
it's a
6
whole
or am I
different-
gonna do it in front of 60,000? I think I do it in front of 6.
Either way, he got suspended.
Correct.
But you know,
Either
but
way.
you had no, but you
Either way.
had,
But
no,
he had-
you
he
had a
had-
better chance of whooping that guy's ass.
On the
Like
street.
Sandy
Yeah,
said,
right.
I'm gonna tell you right
Right.
now.
Too.
All the way live.
All the way, nah, the dude hit me in the face.
Hey, Monte Nicholson did it.
But
That's
he still would have got
self-defense.
sued, and he
And
had to
cru-
have a
and
deal with
crushed the
civil
nigga.
suit.
But
And he had
think
to
about the
pay
civil
more,
That's
right?
suit
self-defense.
in relation to the rest of the season. You ain't getting no game
Right.
check,
Yeah,
and
they-
it might be next season.
So it could be
Because
the same. It's just as
it's
bad.
indefinite.
It could
No,
be just as
but
bad.
No, but see, the first incident.
Right
would've
now,
been-
you're a loose cannon. You're a loose cannon right now.
They
Yeah,
is.
then they cut
That's
you,
what they said.
and then somebody else won't pick you up because now you're a
Right.
liability.
Because what you
Exactly.
did on the field
That
but
damn
versus
cloud
what
over
you
your
did out in the
head.
street.
Outside.
Do it every
Exactly.
time.
They gonna blackball
Because see, what he
Hey,
did out in the street,
somebody-
what he should have
somebody
did out in the
signed
street
him.
was handle his business with the guy.
him? Yep, I agree.
But
But
then
Somebody
the thing
signed
about
him
it, they would have
Dominican
been,
Sue still get jobs.
they would have been able to see that he got hit
He
first.
played dirty.
Yeah, you know,
He
He played dirty, but he ain't. I
But
mean,
like Sean
he
said,
stomped my.
if he had been
He
do.
still get jobs though.
there's so many
Exactly.
cameras in the street,
Yeah.
so somebody would have caught the fact that the dude hit him in the face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I mean, you got NFL players
Right.
getting smoked too. 'Cause
Yeah.
when the two
In New
when
Orleans.
a couple
That's
years
the
ago,
Saints.
last
The
year,
Saints.
Yeah, that's what I'm
somebody got
saying.
smoked. You know
Yeah, I'd have whooped dude ass and caught the police at the same time.
This is the
Cause I
this
was
is
whooping his ass
situation.
and
I'm
caught,
saying.
yeah, and I'm gonna sit, you
You
gonna
need your
sit
head.
right here, bro.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna sit you right here and
I have
take
his
police
ass in
cuff.
the choke out while I'm on the phone.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey, look.
y'all better, gotta tell you right
Hey,
now.
I
you
got
gotta
this
come here.
dude. Give him.
Right.
I'm holding him while you're up waiting
Right.
for y'all.
Yeah,
Come on
and
down.
everybody can choose how they gonna react to something. We don't know
Yeah,
until
but-
it actually
no,
happens.
What's the
Those
better?
are-
What's the
Right.
better way to react?
The
You
way-
got
the
more
way
to
he
you
did,
got
I
more to
thought-
lose on the field versus out in the street.
You know what? And you're right.
You got more to lose on the field versus out
I
in
would
the
deal with a
street.
silver suit on the street because
No, actually, you don't.
You can lawyer up and get him out.
Hold
of
on,
here.
pause right there.
Settle for a
What
couple
do-
$100,000.
No, no,
The
no,
dude that
no,
punched him
no,
in the face
you lose
last
a
night
million,
versus
man.
the
No,
quarterback
but
that,
you can pull up
said
on
whatever.
criminal
they
charges.
ain't
No,
no dude though.
but he got
Okay.
hit first though.
Maybe he was
How is he gonna get
intimidated.
put
Yeah,
on
he
criminal?
defending himself.
He got hit first.
Intimidated.
I'm
He
saying
got-
about the dude that punched him
I
in the
doubt
face
that.
What?
versus the
Intimidated?
quarterback. The quarterback, he
Miles
like,
Garrett
man,
ain't no little dude.
I'm
He
gonna tell
might
you.
not be a little dude, but Suge Knight got knocked out too.
Hey, shit,
Damn,
hey.
damn, so got knocked the fuck out a couple times. A couple
Miles Garrett
times.
bench pressing
Muhammad Ali
575.
got
Yeah, I
Muhammad
mean,
They
this
said
is
he-
how big though, man.
I get all that. I get all
Right,
that.
right, right.
So yeah.
Slim might have put some.
He shouldn't have smacked him with the helmet, man. If
Well,
he'd have
okay,
took-
can we-
If he'd have pulled his helmet off and then caught him with the other jump, we wouldn't be talking about it. He'd have got suspended for a
Yeah.
game.
Or
too.
if he just took the helmet and threw that joint
I
on the
just,
field.
honestly, on both behalf, it was kind of crazy. I feel like it in the heat of the moment, people do crazy things because, first of all, if my helmet just got ripped off, I'm not going after the guy that ripped my helmet off, knowing he could probably hit me with it. You feel me?
He said
He
that.
should have went the opposite
But they
direction.
said that.
He said that.
Right, so in the heat of the moment, we can't say what them guys was thinking.
But
this person
it's
actually
crazy.
was swinging at
It's
like,
crazy.
Get away from me!
It's crazy. The guy that always started a fight, don't shit ever happen to him.
I forgot I had this thing on you.
Always see the second
Back
guy.
up.
It's crazy.
Well,
That's
he
crazy.
got the highest fine though.
Yeah, he did.
He got like
But he get
50,000.
the highest fine.
Well, I mean,
No,
Garrett got
right,
1
right.
point.
But as far as
1
fine
point.
wise, you're right.
Yeah.
You get the highest fine. but-
Everybody else lost games.
He should at
And
least
I
got
know
an
a
aim.
But it got
Pittsburgh fan, and I
reduced.
told her that I thought that he should have
Still
paid
losing
for
game
Pouncey
I
and
mean,
them.
yeah, but
yeah,
Right,
so
right,
Because
right.
all they was doing was
You
protecting
see
you.
Right,
Yeah,
So
right.
you should pay their
He
fines
probably
too.
do that.
Mace ain't got the least amount of fines.
You should eat
They're
them.
gonna buy them
You
rollies.
understand that?
Yeah.
If I miss
Yeah.
a game check and I gotta pay a fine, that's more money than 50,000.
But that's semantics because the thing about it, it's not
What the
because
what?
the reason I'm saying that, who the people that's losing the game check, you know what I'm saying that because they first round draft pick, so I'm automatically pay more than you.
Right.
Anyway, but if you was a
Like,
full,
Pouncey ain't no.
what? Say it again. Say it again.
He lost 2 games.
Say it again. You said Mount and the first
Say it
round draft
again.
pick?
Say it again.
I'm talking about he lost more money.
Again. If Marquise Pouncey was a 5th round draft
You
pick,
just said he paid the biggest fine.
no, what I'm saying is he did pay the biggest fine.
Who, Mason Rudolph?
Yes, you had to pay that. That's what I'm saying. He paid the biggest fine. But the thing about it is, once that game check kick in, then yeah, it's different. But if Marquise Pouncey was a 5th round draft pick, and I'm a 4th round draft pick, my fine would have been bigger than yours.
A lot of
But-
people, they didn't even name everybody that got fined, but it's about
Right.
Exactly. But everybody
And both teams got fined 250,000. Both teams.
But they ain't nothing to
that
them.
ain't nothing.
Teams got
They're gonna
Ain't
make that
nothing,
back
huh?
on bid
Both
sales.
teams got
Right.
fined 250,000. I
Right.
don't understand that
Yeah,
either. It's like,
that's bid
how
sales
you
for
gonna
that
fine
game.
us? We
Right.
just standing there watching that. We ain't know.
Because it happened between your two teams.
That's
Right.
You both get fined.
yeah.
You both pay
That's the
part of
crazy
it.
part.
And that brings us to another topic. Why do black people equate everything with racism?
Because it is. At the end of the day.
It
Because it
depends
is.
on the
We
situation.
talking about sports, life, jobs, everything.
Milk,
listen,
chocolate
I'm
milk.
gonna just make this one point. I remember one time when I heard about the Popeyes situation and somebody came on my timeline because I was basically like, I'm tired of the bullshit. And I'm just tired of it. Somebody was like, oh, you don't know what you talking about. It was about disrespect. I said, see, right there. Right there, that's the bullshit. We keep motherfucking masking ignorance for disrespect. That's bullshit.
Talk, man.
That's the bullshit. Cause I feel like at the end of the day, I mean, not saying anything disrespectful to y'all, but ain't none of y'all in here gonna say something to me and get me out of character.
So what if I call you a nigga?
If you call me a nigga, I'm gonna be laughing at you because I know who I am.
What if I was a white person?
If you was a white person, I'm still gonna like, what the fuck you gonna do to me? Slim, if I start walking over to you, like, oh buddy, but I was just, come on, man, it's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
That's that trick bag word, and that's the shit that's going on now.
And we recently talked about that on the show.
That's
Like,
a
we
trick
put
bag.
too much power in that word.
Emphasis,
It's
yeah, too much emphasis on that
ridiculous.
word.
Like, dude, there's a word.
I mean,
it
it's
ain't
Mexicans,
impacting you
white
to nothing.
people, Japanese. Everybody say that
People
word.
say nigga every day.
Nigga.
But
It's in videos, it's in music.
But look,
it's little kids out in the street, 6 years old. Nigga, you better shut up.
But look, I was glad he was gone.
What to do with the dude?
Yeah, the dude said call us a sucker.
Yeah.
See, that might have been different.
That might have triggered him.
You remember the homeless dude?
I told you the homeless dude.
No, y'all said that he said he was out there because it was for free.
Nah,
You ain't
that
tell
was
me-
the last part.
The
of
last
it.
part he
As
walked
he
off, he
walked
turned
off, he
around,
called
he
us
said,
suckers.
sucker. I said, oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I might have.
But see, that's the
Nah, I'm about
point.
to clip them up. Oh, man, my bad.
That's the point I was making about it is if somebody blatantly disrespect you, why it gotta be that? Like if a dude walk up to you be like, man, you bitch ass nigga, you gonna wanna go at the dude. You gonna feel a way. You might not go at him. You gonna want to.
You gonna think,
If a white dude come up and say nigga, you gonna want to go at him. You gonna feel a way. So
Not me.
are you, if he say nigga as opposed to bitch ass motherfucker,
Everybody take disrespect as a different.
it's disrespect either way.
Joe
You
said he
go.
agree with you, Kevin. On this, he said nobody can say anything to get to me to get me
Nah, for
to get me
what?
out of character.
For what?
But you in a good space now.
I am.
You in a good space now.
I am.
Was you always in that good space?
Nah, you ain't had to say nothing to me, nigga, and I go off. It was nothing.
Exactly.
You can
That's
you can just
learned.
look at me and I'll be like,
You
this
had to
what's
grow
up.
into that.
That's what they were.
You had to grow into that.
That's what they
Not
were.
everybody is
They
there.
were at the
Not
they feel
everybody
at
there
the young
yet.
age.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, don't make it where it's something ignorant and then you trying to mask it for, oh, that nigga disrespect me. No, nigga.
No.
You was in a chicken line,
you know-
the nigga cut the line,
You know
y'all
what-
got in an argument, you went outside, you stabbed the nigga to death,
You-
or it wasn't about
You know
chicken.
what?
line
You
was
know
they
what?
in?
You know what the real issue
It wasn't about
was?
the chicken.
He was embarrassed because his girl was there when
That's
it was
true.
happening.
That
They could have been
But
in the bank
said-
line. They could
but
have
they
been
say
in the
he
gas
had
station
cut a
line.
line
They
like
could have been
he
anywhere.
did that
A
3 or 4
couple times. I
different
mean, listen, I know somebody that was in the store when it happened. So when I was online talking about what I was talking about, I wasn't talking on my ass.
Right. You were
I
talking
was
what
talking
you knew.
about what I knew.
Yeah.
So when I was talking, oh, you don't know what you talking about, it's about disrespect. Nigga, at the end of the day, for real, disrespect and at Popeyes, really? Seriously?
Hey, Pete, I was gonna flip
Come
it straight
on,
too.
man.
So what you think?
So-
Because Sean, you in the corporate world, so I'm quite sure you not.
Okay, say
hold on for a minute. So why do people around your job in that world you work in, do they equate everything with racism?
Yeah. Because the thing about it is everybody has a different situation. Everybody has different circumstances. Each person's story is not the same.
Right.
Because the thing is, one person can file a claim on something small, but if it's the person of the opposite gender, it's going to always be looked at as a racist situation because a lot of people go to the union. And a lot of times, depending on who's in the union, the union pretty much represents the supervisors.
Right.
Even though the employees go straight to the union, but the union is for the supervisors.
Right.
But then it depending on what it is, because a lot of people always want to call the race card or they want to call the harassment card or whatever. It's a lot of times we try not to make it a racist situation, but underlying, if you look at everything else, it's going to go in that direction, even if you're not trying to put it that way.
And the main reason of that is because, like I said earlier, most people in power just
They
based
want the
on
white face to
business.
represent.
But you have to
Most
shy
people
away
in
from
power
a lot
is
of
white people.
a lot of incidents because of the fact it's going to look as if
Right.
it's a racist situation,
Right.
even though it's probably not. It's just like right now, one of the other supervisors' daughters was working in a department. Pretty much, she was working with a white woman, but the thing is the white person was coming to work late. But then she's trying to get off work early, but sliding the work over to her.
Oh.
It can look as if it is
Right.
a racist situation,
See,
but it's
favoritism too. Right.
right. But it's the fact that it's your work ethics. The situation we talking about is your work ethics, what you're doing to me as far as work. But then is it going to look like a racist situation on the outside?
Is she
looking
sliding
in?
that work to anybody else other than me?
No, but it was only two. It's just only them two in
Them
office.
two.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, if it's only them two, how can you say racist?
can't.
Because it's
but no, I'm
only us
saying,
two.
but what I'm saying is they might not be saying it.
Right.
But on the outside
Looking
looking at it, it's
in,
like,
somebody like, dang, that's what she
she
doing.
oh, that's, you know what I'm saying?
That's that.
How many
racist
times could the
bullshit.
black girl come in before she pulled in the office talking about, you know, you look kind of late a lot?
But the thing is, though, the narrative, what they hit
And
her
can I
with,
slide my work to you when I need to get out?
Yeah,
Look
exactly.
out for me.
but what
They
they,
ain't gonna be able to do
the way they
that.
released her was, she was still under probationary period. That's the scapegoat.
So
That's,
they fired
Yeah,
the
that's
black girl.
they let her go.
Yeah, that probation.
Wow.
Oh, that
That's
happened
the
to me. That
scapegoat.
happened to me.
Like
at
you
my
said,
job.
what's the word again?
scapegoat. They let her
There
go.
it is.
Because they didn't want to touch that situation.
Right.
Even though it was about work ethic. But what is it going to look like? A racial
And
situation.
they can keep paperwork on how much work you're doing and all that, and they can use that to justify.
They
whatever
use it,
work.
yeah, exactly. See,
right,
that's the whole thing. Like that's the hidden card they keep using.
Yeah, I mean, but
That's why everything looks like it's race.
But that's
Like
why I
say-
say pick your battles, because no matter if you are in the right,
Right.
you have to make sure once you raise that pen and say this is the direction I'm going, you have to have all
That
your
way, is it worth
everything.
this argument I'm about
right.
to make?
Right.
Even though you feel strongly about man, they get on my nerves and that, are you going to be in a good situation after you do it? Even though you win the case, they can't verbally come to you and retaliate.
But they got no leg to stand on. Like for instance,
Dot your I's, cross your T's.
if
That's
the
it.
tables was turning when that cop walked into the wrong home and killed that black man, had he killed her for walking to his home, do you think he got off free?
Nah, he went to jail.
Oh, it's tough to say. He might have, because you came in my property.
But she's a cop
They would've found
also.
him right
Yeah, but you had-
She's
but
a
you-
white female cop.
Yeah, but you walked in
That's
my house.
3 against them already,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All they can say is
They would have covered that
He
up.
sold-
They
he
would have
sold
covered
it.
that up.
Oh,
cop.
he got dealt with.
He sold
because
the
you
cop.
know the person that
They
recorded.
said-
No,
they
she
said he
wasn't-
was
she wasn't in
smoking.
uniform. She wasn't in uniform.
They said he was smoking. Oh, maybe
This is
I thought
old.
she was coming in here to get me. That's why that's what they would have spent. That would have been the
Right.
spin.
That's my whole
Right.
point, though.
Because they would have
You
said,
can't
oh,
say
they
it's not about
found they
race.
found drugs in his house,
Yeah,
quote
they
unquote.
would've-
Shit, they done planted
And
crack
And
in
then the
that
guy
office.
that actually,
Anything.
the guy that blew the whistle was killed like 2 weeks later after he
Damn sure
testified.
was. They
But
killed
that
him
went
too.
away real quick in the news.
That was
Yeah,
a
'cause
drug
they said-
deal
they
went
said-
bad
Yeah,
that
exactly.
fast.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Drug deal went bad.
Everything's about race, yo.
You drive where it's legal to where it's illegal to get drugs. That makes
Right.
no sense.
But how far did you drive just for some weed?
It was 3 hours or some
Over
shit.
300 miles.
That shit
So
crazy.
who's gonna drive that far?
to go get some weed? I'm gonna go right to the bus stop.
And we ain't
go
heard
right.
nothing else about that
But
shit.
We ain't gonna hear nothing else.
And then
But
knowing the
I-
situation you in,
And then
you
put the
testifying on
black
something.
officer in front of that shit. I was
don't-
like,
I don't-
really?
I don't think
Yeah,
everything
because
is
they want
That's
they
what we
want to paint a
doing.
good
I
picture.
was
right?
like, oh my
Gotta make
god.
it sound right.
Everything is racist.
Man, everything is racist.
Bruh,
because it is.
It
man.
is.
It is.
Bottom
And
line,
they don't
bottom
keep being
line.
better than
They
today's
like that
society,
color. That's
man.
where they want to stay up top.
Everything has
They want to keep
some
us
sort of
down.
underlying
He feels
racism.
we're not
Right,
oppressed.
right,
Point, man.
right.
I'm not oppressed.
Even if it's not racist, it look racist.
I'm
On some
not
real
oppressed.
shit.
Every situation ain't racist.
No,
but
it's not.
Every you gotta think of any structured establishment in this country. If it didn't happen in the last 20 years, is based on the old ways of thinking. Every business that's older than 20 years old is almost 100% some type of racial
I
structure.
mean, they gonna end
Police departments was built on it. All this shit, even the politics. Right now, we getting leeway by having people that look like us in public offices, but at the same time, they still have to answer to the old way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Once they cross the
They gotta get
people
on the,
that
they gotta get on the good old boy. now.
yeah,
Like y'all
look
said.
how they
Right.
shooting down
Answer this question, though.
Ocasio-Cortez and all them.
How are we right now oppressed?
As a people,
Oppressing, you can't equate it.
Damn the people.
Don't
No,
equate
damn the
it. Don't
people.
equate it to like how financially you're doing, because just in a capitalist society, some people gonna
So
slip through the
I'm not
cracks.
equating to financial situations. I'm not equating to that.
the simple fact that you can't even be a black man and walk
That's what I was
past,
gonna
you can't walk through a group of white people and they cussing their person. You already been stereotyped, bro.
I do that every day.
Off the break.
You oppressed because your color of
But
your
that-
skin.
that's exactly. That's what I'm
I
saying.
walk past.
So you are oppressed.
No, No, I walk through a group of white people every day. They
Right.
do that to me. Hey, Mr. Red, how you doing?
They know you now. I'm talking about strangers.
Even strangers do that.
Okay, man.
Yeah, but what did they do behind your back?
I don't know what they do behind my back. You know why? I'm not looking behind my back.
But
I
I feel
think
what
you
you're
don't want to
saying.
deal with the fact. I think you don't want to deal with the fact that you know.
Exactly. He knows it.
I don't.
Bruh.
The reason I have listen.
But he may not have experienced.
Put on a book
I
bag
feel-
and go
I-
walk
I
by the
feel-
White House.
Go to
I
the
feel what
south.
you're
No,
saying.
go down to the south.
And
You
He may
get
not
it.
have just experienced.
Nah,
it.
you ain't even gotta go down to the south. I was at my job, man, and if my coworker was watching, she would laugh. I was at my job. I got my IDs. I always keep my IDs on my belt, so I got 3 IDs. And it's like a kitchen. And when you walk in, the light cut on and off when they see you move. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm waiting for my tea to brew or whatever, but the light cut off. So I'm just standing there. So a white lady walks in. And when the light went off, I got the full big. I turned around. She was like, "Oh my!" Dropped her cup and just ran out the room. So I'm standing there stuck like, "What the fuck?" HR.
She probably like,
came and
nigga.
pulled me out of the office and not mad, but just was like, "We wanted to explain what happened earlier." I was like, "Well, what happened?" She was like, "You startled her." I was like, "How I work here too? Like, what the fuck?" She was like, "Yeah, but when the light cut on,
You was standing there.
she wasn't expecting to see you." I'm
That's
like,
racist
Whoa.
right now.
Oh, yeah.
what did that
See
mean?
the undertone.
Whoa.
But watch this though. But HR,
But at the
but
same
HR
time,
was black though.
the light was off, man. You ain't thinking nobody in
I seen a
there.
white person, I probably would have jumped.
The fuck? That's what I was thinking. I was like, what the
It's
fuck are we
either
talking
or.
about?
She worded it
That
with the
shit
word
was
you.
racist. That shit was
fuck I
I mean,
mean
racist.
by me.
but HR was black,
No,
and
she
she
said
she
expect
talked
to
to
see
me
you.
about it,
She-
you know.
she was saying
And she
she
kind of
didn't
was
expect
like,
to see Kevin.
these the
She
type
expect to
of
see
people in
anyone.
the
Expect to
building,
see a
you
person.
That's what I'm
know.
saying.
She expect to see anyone standing in the dark. That's what she didn't expect. Don't say you. What do you mean you?
Right.
Weirdo.
That's like when they say you people. What the fuck is you people?
Yeah, I
How
can't.
is that?
She didn't say you people. She just said she wasn't expecting to see you.
That's all.
Boom! Racist.
So she just saw her. So she just saw her from HR standing there. She wouldn't jump.
I'm not.
If she
that's
would
not-
have saw,
That's not a racist.
if she would have saw a white man,
that's
then
not
what she
racist.
would
I
have
don't
did?
think it would have mattered. I think if the light would have
Anybody's-
cut on and anybody
Light
would have
come on
been
and you
standing
in the
there, she
room.
would have got
That's some
startled.
scary movie shit, man. You
That's
walk in
not-
the room and just somebody just in
not
there.
a racist.
You'll
That's
be
not
Why
a
you in the
racist.
dark? What the hell wrong with you?
Exactly.
That's not a
Get
racist
rid of the
situation.
automatic lights.
Her cup was on the ground and she was. In my mind, I was.
She
laughing,
expected
but I
to
was
see
like,
nobody in that.
That's the thing.
But for somebody to say they didn't expect to see you,
No.
that's when the damn
That's not
the
racist.
race car come
Yes.
It's
No,
not racist.
She was talking. I mean, again,
Yes.
That is not racist.
HR
She's
was
saying
black.
they
The
didn't
lady
expect
for
to see
HR was
you
black.
as a
we were
person
having a
being in the
conversation,
damn dark.
And she said when the light came on, she wasn't expecting to see you. She wouldn't say you as in you being
She
black.
knows how you word it. Number one. Number two, why
It's
you
how
using
you
the word?
take
Hold
it.
on,
The
let me
emphasis
finish.
on you.
Why you put using
Yeah.
the word? Why using the word you? She should have said she didn't expect to see anyone.
Because she was talking to him
But she was
directly,
talking
though.
to me.
She didn't expect to see anyone.
But
though.
she was talking
That's
to
not
me.
enough.
Still gotta talk like that.
I
If
can't-
you are
I
HR,
can't
you
say-
still use the word anyone. Don't say
yeah,
you,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
now
I'm
you
going to hell home.
You can take that any kind of way.
But I can't.
You
I
could've
can't-
took that
I
any
can't
kind of
make
way.
her say
Come
what
on,
she
man.
want to say.
You can't turn everything racist, man.
You could have took that any kind of way though.
But you
And you
can't.
wouldn't have been wrong.
I
I could.
Every word is not
That's
meant
not
to
a good
be
example
used in a
right there.
racist way, man.
That's an example of how something could have been misconstrued as racist.
Right.
But that's not racist.
You
Nah,
just
not at
That's
all.
not.
you sit there and try to fight there and watch you get your head knocked off.
No.
Yeah.
All you doing is turning it to make it racist.
Right,
You
that's-
want to make it
Don't say
racist
you.
because that's
Don't
how
say
you
you.
feel.
Don't say you.
Come on, man. So the whole point of it is she
line,
just said
man.
she didn't expect to
That's,
see
that's,
you.
not, that's
They
not
fall
the same thing, man.
You
They
can't
fall
sit
in
there and
line,
make
man.
every word you because somebody using a certain it's not racist.
So
Yeah,
if the
so you
other
gotta
lady
say we
would have
not
said,
stereotyping every
if the
single day of
other
our
lady
life.
would have said,
We are.
I didn't expect
That's
to
but
see
it.
it
you.
doesn't matter
That's
what
it.
How would
words
you
they-
would have felt?
Come on, man. We our stereotype.
At the end of
You
the
know what I'm
day,
saying?
man,
Like,
if we could all
what if
just
a white
be-
lady-
I was just in there
In a
making
He
perfect
said it was
world,
because you were black.
we could be
I was
judged
just
by
saying-
the content
Exactly.
of our character,
What?
like MLK say. But if you real with yourself, not everybody is judged by the content of their character, and that's the bottom line. It's just not.
I get that.
But you
We-
said
I
earlier, they put words in context. So
Yeah,
they
they
get
know-
around.
they know how to get
Hold on,
around.
hold on.
Yes, exactly.
I'm
But
gonna ask this question
every
right here.
situation not that,
So,
but it's
right,
still an
right.
underlying thing.
Do you
where
think-
you'll be judged differently?
Do you think the word "you" was used as the same way as the N word?
No.
Depends on who it's coming from. It depends on who it's coming from.
In that situation, did you take that her calling you in the same form as her using the N-word?
Or a black
She ain't expect to see a
Or-
nigga in the
or-
room.
It was a black woman talk to him.
So if she was white, would you feel different about something
Yes.
she did?
Yes.
No. He said no.
Cause she was
Just
just
a
telling she
conversation
was
you
just
had.
telling
She
me
was
what
breaking
was
down the
going on,
situation.
and she was like she was startled. She was like nobody's
She
known me
wasn't
here that
expecting
I can
to
early.
understand that. I can
She
understand
was like
that.
nobody's
So
known me here that
anybody in
early.
this room, if you walk
Hey,
in the
listen.
room with the door, if that joint black and you,
I'm jumping.
You open the light.
I'm gonna
listen.
ball my fist up at
If you
least.
close
Like,
enough,
oh.
I might hit you.
All right, let me be devil's advocate right here.
Did she come to
And I'm gonna try to find some
lady?
racism in it. I'm gonna find racism in this
Okay.
situation.
Nah.
All right, why did she, instead of, because you employee there, she employee there.
Yeah.
Why did she take this to HR instead of coming
Right.
to you and say, damn, Kev,
Exactly.
I ain't
No,
see
no,
you
no,
in
no.
Just
this.
said she didn't apologize.
Field goal. Field goal.
So again,
Exactly.
so again, HR's office is right at the door when you enter and come out the office. When she saw the lady run past, HR went after her. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's
You got all the
racist.
details.
That's racist. She ran out that mall like, what that nigga do to you? What did, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, come on.
So the black
Come
lady,
on.
so the black lady ran down after the white lady said, "What that nigga do to you?"
She got to goddamn take care of that white lady. She got to take care of that white lady.
no.
She ain't gonna let no nigga
She
do
ain't no
nothing to that
nigga
white
do
At
lady.
the end of the day, she still could have apologized. I'm sorry.
Well,
I
I mean,
didn't
well,
expect to see anyone. She never
technically,
spoke
the
to
lady was Indian, so.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Hold on. So
I'm just saying.
She ain't black.
what is
She
she
ain't black.
apologizing
If she
for?
ain't one of us, she ain't one of us.
What is she apologizing for?
Yeah, she ain't had to apologize to me. I
What
was
is she?
making
What's
tea.
the?
She apologized for being startled.
What's she apologizing for?
You can say,
She
okay, I didn't,
wasn't
I didn't
startled.
want
She
you to
was
feel a
like-
certain way, like, you're
She
ugly
coulda-
or
but
anything.
she coulda
could've
just
said,
came back in there and was like,
it'd have been over.
I'm
You
sorry.
scared me. I ain't see
I didn't
you.
know
Right.
you was standing there.
Y'all
Y'all work
That's
together,
okay.
man. At the end of the day, I mean, she don't need
I mean,
it.
I wasn't looking
She
for
don't,
that.
know what I'm saying? She don't need to do that,
Yeah,
but
but-
if y'all got a work
Y'all work
relationship,
relationship, you gonna see each other again.
Right.
if I
Don't
would
be
have
arguing
did
the
that,
next time you see
I
each
would have
other.
came back in the room like, man, you scared the shit out of me. I ain't know you.
So
was
how you?
That's
What
dumb.
you?
That's weird.
Hold
That's
up. What you
dumb.
think she gonna do
Spin
when
it.
she see you
Spin it
again?
around. So what if it was her in there
Well, I don't work there
and
no
you
more,
coming
so.
in there?
That's what I'm saying.
What if it
I
was
would've
her in
said-
there in the same situation you was? You coming in, the light jump on, come on, and you get scared.
I would've jumped
And you
too.
punch her in the face back.
Should have ran all around.
You be like, oh shit.
It's a
Yeah,
reflex.
you're
Sometimes
right.
it's a
I'd have
reflex.
got fired.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd have got
Hey
fired.
man, listen.
Yeah, I'd have got
It's
fired.
crazy to have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it was 7. It's 7 guys here to have conversation like this without having any problems, man.
Right.
This changed the narrative of intelligence for black people, I would say, because a lot of we are stereotyped in some instances, but not all. But they don't think a group of guys that can come from different parts of life or different backgrounds and get together and sit down and have a conversation, an intelligent conversation, and know things about everything we talk about. From sports, where they think that we know everything about it, all the way up into politics. This is a platform where we use to sit there from We Made the Podcast to the Real Man 6th Street Podcast, Mike's Corner, where we sit and use this and speak our views on certain things that we have knowledge about. And trust and believe, a lot of us, we don't speak stuff about what we heard. We only speaking what we know, man. So I want to thank everybody that came out tonight, or I mean that shared, that's looking at us on the podcast. Of course, we're gonna make this a situation. We're gonna do this a lot more, man, because it ain't nothing like when a group of guys can get together and have an intelligent conversation, man.
And it's okay to disagree. That's
Yeah,
the-
that's all right.
yeah.
My one thing,
Absolutely.
disagree to agree, or you can agree to disagree. You can do it either or.
You know that's 2 things though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just
Yeah, either way.
yeah, one thing.
But I had 2 fingers up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Technically, you did. You're right. Well, different hands, but I.
I'm trying to tell
Either
y'all,
or
we
means
gonna do
2
this
things.
again, man. We're gonna have to make this drain, we're gonna have to make it a habit, man. I'm serious, because it's great conversation,
Yeah, it
man. Again, we're gonna try to adopt 10 families next month for
with
for
that.
Christmas.
I'm
So we're gonna
with
do
that.
that, man. I want to thank everybody that helped us with the Help the Homeless, man. It was a great event, a great turnout, and we helped a lot of people. Make sure y'all tune into the Ladies of Let's Be Clear
I
next
wish I'd have
week.
saw that dude.
Hey, make sure that y'all have a happy Thanksgiving, man. Please be safe. Be careful of everybody that's out there traveling, because it's a travel week.
Man.
So please make sure y'all be safe out there, man. Thank y'all for tuning in,
Happy
man. We Mike's
Thanksgiving,
Corner.
man.
We made the podcast, the real talk 6th Street. Hold up, the real talk.
Real talk with the 6 man.
Real talk with the 6th man. Man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We out.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yeah. Happy holiday.
Hey. Everything not racist, Cole.
Everything racist.
Mike's live now. The Mike's live.
Everything can't be racist, bro.
Yeah, it can be. It can be.
'Cause what if,
It's
what
all
if-
about.
hey,
It's all about.
What if Kim would have punched the lady in the face?
That's self-defense.
She'd have been knocked
She
out.
started him.
She could have
She
went.
started
She
him.
could have
I'm
went
in
to
Monroe
H-Town
County,
for
Slim. I
that.
done went to
Yeah.
jail. The jail was right next to our
But
building.
if it was a white man that punched her in the face, it wouldn't be the case.
Nah, he should've went to jail.
You know that. You already know that though. They'd be like, oh, how can we talk this out?
It's still a man hitting a woman though, right?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
that, right?
I do know that, but if it's self-defense, self-defense.
Oh my God, no, brother.
Yes. You know it is.
It's not.
Oh, so women can just haul off and slap the shit out you and nothing happens.
Hey, that's the
That's
double
what
standard.
that's what we
real,
come to though, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I had to work. I had to